guys got to connect the dots. DOTTS. Dots.
That I have felt the most connected and valued.
It's an old saying called, ain't no fun when a rabbit got the gun.
In my opinion, a house is a pimp.
I'd like to say I'm a man of God, and I do believe in a God. And whether you're Catholic, Catholic, Protestant, or whatever you may be, we serve the same God. So it's okay if we want to help out Catholics. We want to do something that the Catholics
Senior
do.
trustee. They don't respect my seat or my title, but they get upset when I talk about them. And yes, y'all are bobbleheads. Y'all don't think for yourselves. Y'all do exactly what the mayor says, and that's it. And I'm tired of that. Y'all got to stand up for yourself and have a voice for the people. It's the people first.
I've been in this village for 35 years. I've sat under 4 mayors. And I can honestly say that this administration is the worst administration that I've lived up under.
Good evening. Come as a resident tonight. I'm gonna talk to a lady I used to call Mama. Trustee Stubbs, look at me when I'm talking to you. Please. Don't act like you don't ignore me. Because I have a lot to tell about you. And you know, we used to sit in your room, in your house, and you know how you came against you because I said, why are you in the bed with Muhammad? Why are you in the bed with Pearson? Mama, what's the outcome? What did you tell me? What did you tell me? I asked you about BP Capital. Why would you take an organization out because you said they were ran by who? Forgive my language. Racist slurs against the ethnical group that they need to get out of here because they're doing nothing? And I told you they do more for me than any of you? But yet, I want to know. BP Capital. Den, trustee, I love you. I came to you from my heart, sweetie, when we got out here for you and pushed my tail off of y'all and prayed that y'all would do the right thing. And you sit up here. You the angel of this book. I didn't hold nothing against you, but you sit up here. And you know that woman dirty. I used to listen to her talk about Joyce Myers, the Bible, all that. Trustee Den, I just want the truth here tonight. I'm coming as a resident and I'm coming as a homeowner. I have nothing else to say but the truth. I always talk help, but I'm sick of it. Because we pouring our souls out here. We giving our all. And y'all sitting up here playing with us like it's nothing. You letting that woman tell you, say it's okay. Don't you do this. Don't you do that. And you sit in the back zone. That woman don't run nobody. She stepped out her body and she's not acting right. I just want to know one thing. If you're giving BP Capital 600 houses and we in $1 million deficit, right? Let's just say we charge what? Let's just say we charge $2,000 per house. Ain't that a good investment for anybody? $2,000, $4,000. That gives us $1.5 million that we just say we'll give it away, or we'll pay trustees, or we'll pay their lawyers. You know what, y'all? It's a shame, but ain't nothing we can do. That's why you can sit up there, Muhammad, so cool, so relaxed, bro. It ain't nothing we can do. We messed up. We trusted you. I messed up, but I won't do it again. But I can tell you what, y'all all live in Dolton, right? I have 20 people outside of your house every day protesting until you leave this land.
Oh, I don't want you yet. Village of Dolton. Hey, everybody. I do apologize. Yes, I said I was going to take the day off because I was working on projects, and I'm happy to say that I did get 2 very large projects done. So, I was going to look at the board meeting from Dolton that went on last night. It was quite interesting if anybody needed to know. Brent, Eyes, how are you? Harris, Beth, I'm sorry. You're trying so hard to catch up. I'm so sorry. Wyoming is always our favorite gal, even though you're a vampire. We won't take long, I promise. Um, bobblehead, bob, bobblehead, bob, bob, bobblehead. Oh, maybe you don't know who you are. Let me let me try. Uh, oh, you could be wrong. nothing happening since they started investigating. No. And I wonder why. And I don't know how to pronounce your name, and I don't want to butcher it. I'm so sorry. I don't want to butcher it. I wonder why. Uh, is Tiffany going to jail? I don't know. Who
Well, I want to
knows?
commit
But what we got here? Let me see. Is this it? I think it's it. Let's find out.
Trustee Henry on any good that she does to try to stop the violence. I commend her for that. But I want to make something she said. She mentioned my name, and true, it wasn't a village-sponsored event, so I was instructed by the mayor not to do anything media-wise. However,
Mayor Rogers.
is that when we say, we're not together, there's division. There's
Sir, you're out of order, sir.
Uh-oh.
You're out of order.
Out of order.
So when we say there's division, and there is division, but it didn't start with the violence march.
Okay.
If you know, there's been murders in other surrounding suburbs.
Well, you know what I want to know? Steve. Steve. Let's just take this off because I don't want to spend here all night going through this. Let's just go up here. Here we are. Village of Dolton. I have a nifty little tool that I use quite often. Not on my favorite channels, of course. Rita, so good to see you. Not on my favorite channels, of course. I just, kind of look around the internet and, I was going to look at last night's board meeting. And I've got a nifty little tool. Now, I would like to know who owns the Village of Dolton website because it looks awful official to me. Does the village own it? Because the statistics are startling. Anyone got any idea how she did it? Well, how she did it. Tiffany Henyard. Did she steal money? Well, I guess the $10,000, something about the $10,000. I guess they vacated that decision. That's the last I've heard of Tiffany Henyard. I don't know what she stole. I don't know if she stole anything. I haven't seen any proof of her stealing anything. Tracy, good to see you. I honestly haven't. And trust and believe I've been through warrant lists. I've, seen the board meetings, the credit cards. Jason House has a credit card now. So I don't know. Was there commingling of funds between the township and Dolton? I believe there was. I do believe there was. Well, I've got news for you, and I'm glad you brought up that surplus. I did a live stream on that, and there was no surplus. They kind of fudged that around. And I have the videos to prove it, and I did do a live stream on it. They didn't really have that surplus. Honestly, they didn't. They made it seem like they had one when Tiffany Henyard came in. They didn't. They lied. I'm sorry. They lied. And you might not like it. I'm saying that, but I've already shown the proof of it. Okay. Now, the one thing I want to know when we're talking about money, in last night's board meeting, I don't know if you watched it or not, and I don't want to butcher your name. I wish I could talk to you personally. Jana Belcher announced that they are in a $6 million deficit. And I don't know how that happens. TK times 3, it's so good to see you. I don't know how that happens, but back to this website. They've been this village has been broke since before 2013. I've showed numerous videos on it, did live streams on it, showed warrant lists, everything. Black and white. That's the way I like to do things. So, let me see. Who owns the YouTube channel Village of Dolton? It looks pretty official. Ed, Steve, do you own this? Are you reporting income? Village of Dolton. See, I have this nifty little tool here. It's called Video IQ. This is a official website, so I can show everything on it. It's not breaking YouTube terms of service. So, what I'd like to know, since this has been up in 2015, you have had 1,620,172 views. And you're still making money now. So anybody suing the Village of Dolton, you might want to take a look at that. Yeah, just a quick peek. Just a quick peek. So, Ed, Steve, do you own this? Because this is an official YouTube channel, Village of Dolton. You're showing official meetings. Okay, here we are. For anybody that might want to know, who knows? Maybe nobody wants to know. I just find it kind of odd. Yeah, there's this hate train with Tiffany Henyard. No, I'm sorry. Lori Lightfoot report. I did the Lori Lightfoot report. uh, the Lightfoot report, it contained things that I had already shown on this channel. I'm sorry. I would love to tell you Tiffany Henyard stole $10 million and she's going to jail. The feds are picking her up today. It's just not true. They spent $30,000 on the Lightfoot report and it showed nothing. It showed hits. But let me ask you something. I wish I could say your name. Do you know that the Village of Dolton takes out millions of dollars of bonds every year, every single year? And they have since before 2013. And since 2013, they have owed, 2017, they made an agreement with the city of Chicago for water for $8 million. That was during Riley Rogers' term. $8 million they had to pay. And they're still paying it today, by the way. It's not paid off yet. $8 million to the city of Chicago for back water that Village of Dolton never paid. They never paid it. But they couldn't account for all of it. And Lori Lightfoot found over $4 million missing. She didn't find $4 million missing, no. There was a deficit, and she explained it in that report. That cost of living had gone up as well. Were they in debt? Yeah. Yes. Are they in debt today? Yes. More so. More so. You know, Hannah Bilcher in this video says that they are over $6 million in a deficit. How is that? How could it be? I know I'd love that day off. And I got 2 big projects done and I'm really excited about them. And I had a lot of fun doing them. So, TK. And you can't just audit. They haven't had a forensic audit in Dolton. Why not? That was a whole damn thing. I know. She's a vampire. What do you want from me? Jeez, Wyoming sucking the blood out of everybody. Oh, yeah. And she never, you know what's interesting? She never showed the fire department credit cards and the fire department overtime because there was. You see, they just picked up on key things that the public would consume and stoke the fire of hatred even more, I think. I'm not trying to be rude to you. I'm just, she had warrant list and financial reports that I already showed on this channel, and it's a shame. I want my 30,000. Yeah, today is water shut-off day, right? I wonder how many, Tracy. Yeah, you have to, Ice. I mean, but I don't know. Paris, Beth, would you like to do the audit? I'm not quite sure. Yeah, and how far back? When was the last time they had an audit? I have it someplace written down. You're out of the loop. Vampire. Wyoming. You know, at the court Zoom. You got 2 teeth, vampire. Oh, for peace sakes, Wyoming. Keep up. Keep up, woman. Keep up. Village of Dolton. Who owns that website? It's an official website. Uh, I'd like to know where that money's going because you're not reporting it on your financial documents. So I'm just wondering. That's all. Just kind of, now you get it, Wyoming. Okay. So, this is, yeah. No, this is, I'm so sorry. This is August 2024. Jiminy Crickets, excuse me. So sorry about that. Hmm, quite interesting. Okay, come on. Bring it up. Bring it up. We got people waiting. May 4th. Okay, here we are. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Good evening. Good evening.
Potato, don't laugh at me over my computer.
For those who have brained the weather
I know you're
elements, thank you for
watching.
coming.
I know you're
I'm
watching
going to
me.
ask that we convene this meeting today and be a Monday, May 4th.
Uh-huh. What happened to the sound? What? What happened?
The time being 6.
Oh, it's my computer.
6:31 p.m.
Don't laugh
I
at
will
me.
begin with a roll call. Clerk,
Okay.
please.
I want to begin with public comment.
I'm getting some.
Here's this guy. There we go. And that is not my audio. It's the audio of the village. Apparently, they haven't fixed the audio yet. And where's Andrew Holmes? Oh, that hurts my ears with these earphones in. Ow.
Hi, board. Randy Fowkes here, 504 Jefferson. I'm getting some major work done in my basement. Take care of the flooding and some other issues. But my plumber was here this morning
There we go.
to
Sorry about
get
that.
a permit for the plumbing work, which
Permit.
we try to do by the book.
Uh-huh.
$890 for his permit to get. It's
Oh, should I
extensive.
show
It's a
the
lot of
chat?
work, but it's like, I don't know, 6% of the
Oh.
bill or whatever it is.
Well, is the chat's not going? Where's the chat? Come on, chat. It's not coming up. Okay.
I think that's extreme, unwarranted, and a real discouragement
I think so, Eyes.
for
Yeah.
homeowners in
Which
this
is
town
good.
to improve their homes, costing them so
Magnolia.
much to make their village better, to make their house better. It said maybe I could have got it for less if I did it myself,
Yeah, where's the
but
Amazon
I'm not
stuff?
qualified. But outside contractors, because I've heard this before, really don't want to work in Dolton compared to other towns because of the prices they have for permits. I think it's unusual and unwarranted,
It's
and
horrible.
it needs to be reduced.
It does.
All right, Mr. Fowkes, thank you for that feedback. I'm going to talk with Trustee Steve and make this a committee issue that we can review and see if where we lie and connect.
And I hope you don't think I'm a Tiffany supporter. I am not a Tiffany supporter. I don't care about Tiffany. I care about the residents of Dalton, and that's why I'm showing it here first and then heading over to Patreon with it, so it can live forever. But I'm not a Tiffany supporter. I never have been. I was viciously criticized and doxxed and, everything else. My pictures shown everywhere. Douglas, how are you? Good evening. All because I was showing old board meetings and actual warrantless. But that's in the past, right? Okay. All right.
In comparison
So I
to
hope
other
you don't
If you
do
can make a
that.
decision tonight, if you, whatever, he's
That
going to
would
be
be
here tomorrow
nice.
morning because I got work to be started tomorrow.
Unfortunately,
There's the cat.
it won't. I'm certain it won't happen that fast.
But
I wish I could do something better.
I mean, that's
I don't
crazy
know if I
amount,
can
isn't
show
it?
that cat.
Because I mean, he's going to pay it, but he's charging me for it, so it's coming out of my pocket.
Yes.
That
No,
is-
we have to make sure that we are
Good to see ya.
comparable to other neighboring communities. So
You're
we
not.
want to make sure that
Yeah.
we will do that research.
Okay.
Push it over in there. There we go. Better. Man, that microphone is hurting my ears.
Good afternoon,
Bad.
everybody. My name is Maria Nickerson, and my concern today is
And I am very sorry for this woman who lost her son. And terrible. Terrible. I watched a little bit of it and I thought, okay. I saw what they're making on this channel. Official Village of Dolton channel making money from YouTube. And I'm just actually wondering, where is it going? Whose pocket is it going into since 2015? That's a long time. History repeats itself. Shout out to this woman and prayers for her and her family.
twofold. Secondly,
Huh?
my concern is on the corner of 146 and Martin Luther King Drive as a four-way stop. No one stops there. And I believe that the people that just rush through those stop signs do not live in this town. They couldn't. But you guys used to have a sign saying $100 for zero stop and zero if you stop. But the signs are down. The pretend cameras were probably never up. There's a school right there on 146 and Martin Luther King Drive, and these kids could get hit, residents can hit, no one stops. And this is not my first time bringing this to your attention, but today I stand here before you because while we're talking about people running those stop signs, my son was killed on January 4, 2026, right in front of the BP gas station on Sibley Boulevard. It got no press, it got no coverage, and now it's getting no work. When they first took the information from me, everybody seemed to be interested. No, I do not need to have my son published on national television or anything like that, but I called the detective several times with no answer, and sometimes his mailbox is full. I've talked to the commander who commissioned or commanded the detective and said how much work he did, but he hasn't done anything. I've called him in the last 2 months with no response at all. I did find out that at least the person that hit him was driving a Hertz rental car. I can't even put a claim against Hertz rental car because I don't even know who the person is. You guys say you got him. You say you know where he is, but he hasn't taken into custody yet, and it's May. What is the...
So you mean to tell me that Dolton police, her son tragically killed, Dolton police knows who hit her son, in which he passed away. They haven't arrested him? Nothing? And there seems to be a problem with Dolton. Again, nobody is answering the phone. Now, I've called several times to the Village of Dolton, and they're not answering the phone calls. They're absolutely not answering the phones. It goes to voicemail, and the voicemail is full. Who's working? Who's working? Okay, Douglas. I understand that. Potato's laughing at my computer. I know you're watching Potato, laughing, sitting there.
Hold up. What could possibly be the holdup? He
I don't
died
know.
January 4th. No one is continuing this investigation, and if you know who he is and you have the car in custody, what's the problem? You guys asked me, do not be Sherlock Homegirl, which I could be, and get into this investigation because I'm trying to get it to go right. I don't want this young man
You
to flee
should
or
be.
young woman, whoever it is that killed my son. They hit him and they left him for dead. He died that day, instantly.
You want another Alexis Wilson lawsuit on your hands? Jason House? I suggest you tell your police department, again, to do their job, maybe?
No one has done anything about it. You guys ain't doing nothing about these four-way stop signs and people brushing through them. You're not doing anything about my son being
Of
killed.
course I'm going to.
No one's calling
here
me back.
watching.
I talked to the commander one time. I know there's been other incidents since, but does my son have any less value than anybody else in this town? Absolutely not.
No.
And he lives here. You know who did it. Why is that person not in custody?
Why? Who is it?
First, of course, we want to give condolences on what he's experienced.
You don't want
Our
to hear
chief
it.
right over here, Chief Chapman. If you don't mind, we
Oh boy.
want to make sure that you get his level of attention.
His level.
We'll see. Because if not, I will be back here again.
I would
And
expect no less.
Sherlock homegirl will be right here with me.
Yes,
If
ma'am.
I got to do the investigation, then I'm going to have to do the investigation, but we're going to get some answers.
Yes, ma'am.
Good for you, lady. Hey, Jason, do you want another Alexis Wilson lawsuit? How much is that lawsuit again? I forget. You know, yeah, $1 million a month. This poor woman. Oh, dear, 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 dear. Where's the money?
Good evening, Mayor, trustees, and residents. My name is Evelyn Cage, and I live at 14420.
Now listen to this story. I thought things were supposed to be better in Dalton. You know, DU, Dalton United, for the people, transparency, all that good stuff. Company Henyard was a heathen and a thief and a liar. Well, yeah, okay. Liar. If I caught her in a few. The problems are still there. Go ahead. And I absolutely love the new residents. They're not new residents. They've been there for decades. I absolutely love that the residents are actually getting up and speaking instead of all of these people out of town who don't live there. I love seeing the residents at the podium. Sorry.
And I'm sure you all might be familiar with that street right now, but my son will do the talking. This is Mark Cage.
Dream team, right?
Good evening, everyone. Okay, the issue that we're having right now is we haven't had any streetlights. We haven't had any streetlights. They went out the beginning of April. Everyone on the street had complained, called in several times. They came out and were fixed on April 13th. That next morning on the 14th, they went back out again. So that 144th, 145th block of Murray has been pitch black. It's so dark that I've questioned everyone on my block, and nobody's Ring cameras or any of our cameras are able to pick up anything. We've been getting quite a bit of gunfire the last couple of weeks. So stepping outside, not being able to see anything is really unacceptable. Friday night, I was in the garage. I heard gunfire for it was right around 11 o'clock at night. About 11:15, someone had actually come in my yard and attempted to open the door while I was in the garage. So I called in the house to make sure it wasn't my children, and it wasn't them. My son came out. We walked around the house, didn't see anything. I just happened to have a spotlight, and I was able to shine it down the block. About 4 houses down, I could see someone running, but that was just luck because it's so black. You can't see anything. Now, everybody on our street is elderly, like my mother. It's not safe for any of us. You know, ain't nobody tripping.
You know, mother and son, I believe. Lovely, and yes, they are well spoken. The shell, is that how I pronounce it? I'm so sorry. There's no doubt that Tip Tiff, her grift, and all the people writing coattails have financially disseminated incoming administration ability to figure out where the money is. Okay. So, you know, I've got a video. Nikita Cloud, you know, she is PR for the Village of Dalton. We'll stick with the Village of Dalton. I won't put out all the other municipalities she does PR for. She gets $4,000 a month for PR. Okay, for the Village of Dalton. Okay. Now, She made a statement at tea with the trustees, and her words were, "We ate good." She also said she has evidence and told about the evidence, so-called evidence, she said, with no proof, of course, that things were being illegally done, and also computers were being wiped. Ah, Nikita Cloud said that in front of Dolton residents, tea with the trustees. Oh, that meeting also had trustee Tammy Brown physically going after a Dolton resident, Mama Hill. I have it on video. I played it several times. You can't make it up. So, if Nikita Cloud knew there were illegal dealings going on and she was eating good, as she said, okay, as she said, with her own mouth, not mine, uh, then why didn't she report it right away to the police or the FBI? Crickets. Because she said it. When Tiffany Hednier first got in office, right before she got township supervisor, she knew. She knew everything. So my question is to Nikita Cloud, PR of the Village of Dolton, why didn't you report the illegal activities if you have proof of it? Why? That's what I want to know. You see, things don't add up. What they tell you on the news and what these big YouTubers tell you, they only tell you bits and pieces. Where on the Conscious channel, I love to dig deep, and they hate me for it. They call me a Tiffany supporter. I'm not. I don't care. I don't follow her. I don't care about her. I hardly do anything. I just want it for the residents. For the residents. Year and a half into PP Tips administration's station, does that say? They were repossessed, the cop cars. I didn't see them being repossessed, but maybe somebody has video of it out there. They could. I'd love to have this conversation with you. Yes, she did, and Tiff Tiff said, I'm gonna show him how it's done. Who? Show who how's what done? I got confused there, because there's other commenters. I've been seeing a lot of crime in Dolton on the news lately. Yeah, Rita. Yeah, a lot. A lot of things going on. Um, well, of course you don't, eyes. You're like me. Okay, well, not like me. I'm in the mountains and you're on the plains. Uh, if you know. Oh, yeah, she definitely did Wyoming. You know, and the car. Okay, let's take her car, her whatever it is, SUV, whatever it is, I don't know. So, if the trustees knew that was wrong, okay, $150,000 for renting a car, I'm wondering why the trustees continued to pay for it. These are questions I have. You see, Kiana Belcher could throw up all these papers, right? So Tiffany signed for a SUV, 150,000. Okay. So why did the trustees continue to make the payments? Why didn't they just say, no way, we're not going to make these payments. Okay. We're not going to we're not going to send that SUV back. Dolton is not going to pay for it. No, they didn't. They paid for it. Every month they paid for that SUV. They did. I've shown it on warrantless. So I'm wondering, and yes, it's been on the news. But let me say this statement, and it comes from John Mayer. They only tell you what they want you to hear. So many people hate Tiffany Henyard. I don't have a liking or a disliking for her. I want what's best for the residents, which I think everybody should want. Ah, Tahoe. Okay, thank you, French. Tahoe. Uh, you know, I just want what's best for the village of Dolton, the residents, the residents. I have questioned many things, a lot of things, and it just doesn't add up to me. And I've shown proof of it. That's the thing. I like to show warrantless and in black and white in videos like I'm showing today. The car was legal, maybe not a great, it was definitely not a great financial idea. Oh, jeez. Chris Gonzalez didn't play dumb and set up resistance. Yeah, he did. He did. Am I saying Tiffany Anyard is great? No. Nobody is great. Nobody. And it's astonishing that people would actually think I think that way, but I just like the facts. Just the facts, man. Just the facts. But why did they pay for that? What was it called? Tahoe. Why did because the the trustees actually are responsible for finances. The trustees are. The trustees hold the purse. And nothing can get done with ordinances, legal issues, or finances without the approval of the board. So the board approves everything. This is why I'm asking. You have, I don't know what that is. Remember, you have to remember, there were more than 100 checks. Yes, I absolutely remember that. But those checks, and I've confirmed this with proof, Jason House was responsible to sign them because Jason House and Clerk Key were on the bank account at that time, and I showed video of that. I absolutely did. People across the nation want the best. Yes, and that's all I want. All I want is the best for the residents and to show the residents exactly what's going on. That's it. And it's always been that way for me, the residents. Yeah. Thank you, Douglas. Yeah. Sometimes eyes. Well, no, we can't speak for the nation. I, I, I try not to watch international news. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
But I mean,
Talking
for
too
all
much.
of us,
Sorry.
it's not safe. There's other residents that are at the meeting right now that can vouch for us with the same thing. We've been calling and calling. Everybody on the street is called. We came back up here this morning. They said that they originally see where the emails were sent on April the 13th, where it was fixed. They've told us that it's even gone as far as reaching your desk. How true that is, I don't know. We don't know who passes the buck or if anything's getting done. But yeah, it's bad. I mean, for a whole month, you can't even put your hand in front of your face. I don't see my son walking the dog through the camera at night. He just steps in the front. It's that black out there. But for somebody to try to come in the garage on me, thinking that, hey, he don't know I'm coming. It's too black out here for him to see. And it's getting worse and worse. And with all the gunfire that's going on, we don't know where it's coming from. We couldn't see if it's right next door. So we really need those lights on. I mean, I know we can't stop the gunfire, but at least we can see where it's coming from or be able to duck, dodge, or anything. But yeah, it's going on now for over a month.
Okay. I'm going to ask you to see this gentleman, Bill, right here, and we'll make sure I need that addressed this week.
Thank you.
Okay, we've been trying to see him, and we couldn't see it. I talked to Jessica. Is that Jessica? And she was going to relay the message, and then I came up here again, and both times he was in a meeting.
Okay.
So I couldn't
He's
get
going
him.
to take you right now.
So,
Yes,
and
ma'am.
I would like for you to thank Jessica for, I had some big branches, big branches
of
where a tree
Jessica
came
and
down in my
Roger Rabbit.
backyard. And I told
Sorry.
her about it. And she
Jessica!
did have someone come out and remove the branches. So thank you.
Thank you.
Now, I've been reporting on this for over 2 years now. Is it over 2 years? Showing proof after proof after proof. And I got a lot of hate mail from who other than Trustee Edward Steve, better known as Instran. Right, Ed? Right. Call me a coward, call me this, call me that, call me a bitch, call me that. Uh, Ted.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Mary
Mary.
Avon. I'm with the Police and Fire Commission. And first of all, I'd like to announce that our meeting will be the first Wednesday.
Congratulations, Mary Avant. You're in a RICO case, by the way. You're tied up in a RICO case. But anyways, Thornton Township Trustee Mary Avant. What's going on with the township? You see, you all want to blame this on Napoleon, right? How did Napoleon get in here? How did Napoleon Harris get into office? I know she scares me too. I have nightmares. Bitter beer face. How did Napoleon Harris get in to Thornton Township? Anybody remember the campaign he ran himself? He was everywhere, speaking everywhere. Do you all remember those videos? Yeah, me neither, because there wasn't any. Because Mary Vaught, Valeria Stubbs, and others, who I could name right off, I have them on a piece of paper right here on my left-hand side. But anyways, they did this little campaign of hell so they could get their asses in those seats. And I also showed a video BP Stubbs, Valeria Stubbs, you know, BP Stubbs, in which I was shocked at this meeting that they are actually going to be settling with BP Capital, in which Valeria Stubbs, and the other three trustees, Robert Pearson, who seems to be on zoning now. Muhammad, Dwayne Muhammad, trustee, is your son head of, what is this called now? Media? Right? Everybody gets their own positions, don't they? It's funny how that goes. But all of you were at the caucus, right? So, you know, y'all want to talk about Napoleon Harris, but you don't want to talk about the trustees that actually pass everything. And then they don't talk to the residents. They don't answer the residents' questions. They just put their heads down and say, I, I, I. So where's the transparency in the township, Mary Avant? Don't forget. Don't, don't, don't duck service, Mary. They know where you live. How can we, go next step and clean house? Mary gets out Jason and takes over Dolton. Do you think she wants to be mayor? You're seeing the same play, the same actors that are going to come into this. You're just going to see it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you don't agree with me or disagree with me. All I can show you is what's right there. Yeah, BP Stubbs. That's why I call her BP Stubbs. I can't believe they settled with BP Capital. That was back in 2018, 19, right, Stubbs? Right. You, Valeria Stubbs, put the village in peril. I've showed that over and over and over and over again. Yeah, Mary unasked that seat, please. Yes, rest in peace, Christopher Gonzalez, and to his family. To his family. It was a shock. I don't know what the family knew, but prayers to you as well. Thank you, Status. Thank you. Okay. Good, Mary. you know, when you told Shay to bring his MFers receipts, where's yours?
Which is the 6th,
Uh-huh.
rather than the second Wednesday for this month only. So I'd appreciate it if you have time in your schedule, if you
I
come
hope
out.
they
It's
are,
at 6
Karis.
o'clock. Now, my
Now,
issue,
here's the
they spoke
issues.
about the lights. This is for Miss Wynn, the
Okay.
98-year-old resident on Lincoln. They've had no lights for maybe 2 weeks. They call, and they expect her to go and tell them whether or not this is a wood pole or a metal pole, which I think is ludicrous. I've called 4 times. I've called for dead animals. You
Okay.
don't get calls back, and I'm trying to figure why Public Works has a phone with a voicemail. You leave a message and you don't get an answer, and you get no service.
That's true.
That's unacceptable. For everybody in here,
Gotta
that's
agree.
unacceptable. They're giving out false information. Go to the county. County says, go to your municipality. Well, our
How about the
municipality
township?
says, go to the county. What do we do if we got roadkill? We've always done it, and we have a superintendent or whatever his title is that does not respond. That's my.
Well, the question I have, Mary, you're in very close contact with the mayor and the trustees. Are you still on the, what is that? Advisory board for the trustees? Are you still on that? And are you getting paid for it? Questions I have, I'm sorry, unless take up the unsafe report for St. Patrick's, right. Tiana Belcher holding up a, what was it, 12, 15-page report that St. Patrick's was going to fall over and collapse, and I asked her about it personally. Well, you'll have to FOIA it. I did. Well, then you'll have to go to the AG. She wouldn't even give me she wouldn't even give me the report. She was very disrespectful. Oh, and the Pope's house, about the Pope's house, and another house. Now they took out another bond. How are they gonna get out of debt? But hey, oh, Mary, Mary, what was I gonna ask her? Crap. Oh, that's what I was gonna ask her. Mary, instead of getting up to the microphone on a podium and making a grand spectacle of yourself again, why don't you just call them? You have their numbers. You know them by heart. Why don't you call up Jason and say, Jason, look. Excuse me, Jason. This is going on. Fix it, bud. Hey, Scott. Good to see ya. Oh, yeah. Very rude, Scott. Very. There's no transparency. No transparency. Yeah, I bet they'd put anything she requests at the bottom of the trash heap. Oh, she has all their phones. Maybe they're not answering their phones either. I don't know. I guess the trustees don't feel that they have to be on the committees that they're actually on. Do they get paid for being on a committee? Do they get extra? I wonder, the trustees. Oh, remember, Kiana Belcher, you told all the trustees that they have to cut their pay. I gotta get those clips going. Uh, yeah, I think a couple other people are too, Wyoming. Thank you. There you go.
First complaint.
Uh-huh.
Number 2,
Yeah.
I'd like to know if there's been, or where we stand with the Pope's house. I understand there's some tours. So we'd like to know how that's coming, how it's.
Well, I'll answer it for you, Mary. It's not going to be open until 2027. They're spending all kinds of money fixing it up. For what reason? I don't know. But you, Mary, as a resident of Dolton, know there are not busloads of people going to visit that Pope's house. They're just not. And the road that the Pope's house is on is so crappy that people are afraid to drive on it because all the potholes. Ah, yeah, she is. And also the fire committee, I do believe, status. Yeah, she is. Ah, yeah, tours of what? So, uh, there, Mary. There's your information, Mary. You're welcome.
it's proceeding, if we're making any money on it.
No, you're not.
So we'd like to know that.
You know you're not.
Number three, I don't know about anybody else, I'd like to know the status of our interim chief. You know, there's so many words on the street, but nobody tells the public anything.
Oh.
And we have
kinda
a right
like
to
you.
know. So if that could be addressed at your convenience.
Okay. House
And
is
the
a pimp.
Police and Fire Committee, I saw
It's
that
in-
on the agenda.
In my,
I think I had this conversation
Sure.
with you. I'm a little concerned or perplexed.
Really?
That is a state-mandated committee that speaks of the mayor and the trustees and the commission. But why do we have a police and fire committee that consists of 3 of the trustees? Why do I stop here when they have told us point blank they don't have to come to our meetings, they're not obligated, they can't give us no advice, so what do we need them for when we can just go straight to the whole board? Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, did they answer you? I mean, I don't think they answered. Jason just said thank you. The chat's going wild.
Thank you very much.
Yep. Have a sip of water, Jason.
Good evening.
Oh boy, here we go.
Last time I was here, I had my rights violated for holding a sign in a meeting. Don't violate
the
my
sign?
federal rights again. Actually, it's a crime. So that's why I'm not giving you a COL form that I usually would give. And for the person
You're not
to
wrong.
come violate me, your fake sergeant who failed the exam, Terry Young, Mr. Overtime, he want to play with my rights.
Well, and let me tell you something else too, because I do look at the money situation. I love money. I just look at it and I say, aha, it's a thing with me. I like warrantless. What can I tell you? Anyways, did you know that Terry Young, to this day, is still getting overtime? And the rest of the police department are getting overtime as well. Yes, even the captains and lieutenants and everything else. So, boy. I surmise she is feckless, and clumsy with her firearm. Well, you know, took a bullet right now. Come on, Mary. Mary, it was in the papers, Mary. It was in the papers, Mary. You know, you're coming home from the Dorchester. You didn't take a bullet in the line of duty. Ah. The whole story of the bullet thing, firearm, and dad is just ridiculous, Mary, and you know it because I used to be on the job.
And you want to play with my rights because you're antagonizing me, saying you're glad to see me, yet he's trying to put me out of a meeting. I saw the chief point me out to another officer. I will personally sue you. And I have reported the incident to the FBI, by the way, in case y'all ain't know. About the water bill. Downs versus Village of Dolton, 19 CV 7266. Village attorney, are you paying attention? Because you can act like you're deaf, but you do know that shut-off notices are to be sent to any resident that you plan on shutting the water off for. This is not a mass notice of any sort. I hope you don't think that. It's a shame that I got heart failure and I got to come in here for this and get my rights violated.
I found my glasses.
I'll sue you on my deathbed. Do not play with me, Jason.
Calling you Jason.
Ever. This village belongs to the people, not Jason House, not these trustees. Village attorney, if you consent, you continue to sit there and watch my civil rights be violated, I'm going to report you to the ARDC.
Well, maybe that attorney should have unasked his seat. I can read now, status. I got my glasses on.
But the next time you see a resident's rights violated, tap your client on the shoulder, as it's your job to protect the village and not Jason House. And Steve, would you like to say something?
Why?
I don't think you do.
Ed, Steve, what'd you do now? In Strand?
Reserve it for your time. Like I said, anybody who water gets shut off, you will be reported to the FBI. You already been to federal court, you know what to do. Play around and have a FIFO moment. I'm sick of the games. Period. I don't like none of it. Clerk, you don't have no meeting minutes since January. What do you think we pay you for? You and the deputy clerk. You get meeting minutes approved.
3-minute mark.
Well, I'm sorry there, Trina, but, you know, she was kind of busy going to Italy just to visit the Pope. You know, she was kind of busy. Thank you so much, Status. You know, when I don't know a word, Status can always tell. Feckless? What is feckless? And I really appreciate it. I don't know everything. I don't claim to know everything. And I really appreciate your help. I appreciate it more than you know. But she couldn't, Trina. She was in Italy, Rome, you know, hugging the Pope, which you're not supposed to do. Go ahead.
But you don't have them. That's fine because she's been reported to the proper office.
Uh-oh.
The POC office. They contacted you? Good.
Oh. Oh. That Mike Static is terrible. I almost said
Good evening,
Status.
Mayor, Board, Clerk. My name is Pastor William Fleshman, pastor of Abundant Living Christian Center,
Okay.
located at 14540 Lincoln. I wanted to let the residents know.
I want to ask the residents, are you being paid to be the pastor for the village of Dolton? He's going to give a announcement, and that's okay. I'm sorry, Pastor. Everybody saw it.
Entrepreneurship program, is that under Public Works?
Well, yeah,
Or is
it
that
was
separate?
Wyoming. It was.
It's under Abundant Living. Okay,
It was always
will
Tiffany's fault for everything.
Superintendent Bunch be overseeing that or
Have
networking
one
with
for me,
that?
Douglas.
Completely separate. That is not the Village of Dolton program. That is an Abundant Living church program.
But I understand that. But would not the village encompass working with Abundant Life? Abundant Living, Fiddlesticks, I'm sorry.
Fiddlesticks.
I'm sorry. But would not it
Mrs. Creighton, matriarch of Dolton. I mean, and, you know, she is still getting over the death of her husband, Mr. Creighton, who was a patriarch of Dolton. How do I know this? Because I watched all the old board meetings. I do believe they, you know, named a street after him. So shout out to Mrs. Creighton. She's a wonderful, wonderful woman. Wonderful.
makes sense that we all come together?
Uh-huh.
It's the United Village, right?
Right.
United we stand.
Uh-huh.
Divided we fall.
Right.
So
supposed to be better.
I think that it's a great idea because I know a bunch of seniors that need their grass cutting, and I know there's a
love
lot
that
of
word.
vacant houses.
Fiddlesticks.
Now, is the village responsible for those vacant houses? Is Mr. Bunch here?
No, he's not. He's not here today.
Abandoned houses?
Pardon me?
He's not here.
Oh,
but our
DP
administrator
Capital.
is filling in his stead.
Usually he's here so that I could direct question to him.
I miss him too, Ms. Creighton, but he's not. He's not present today.
All right, but my concern is that we should connect with Pastor Fleshman for that program, and I think it would say a lot for the trustees, as well as the mayor, as well as the village. United, we are together, right? People over politics. Isn't that what was campaigned on?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
All right. I'm here this evening just to
Yes, she
thank
does,
you,
Tracy.
Mayor, and to remind you guys that Mother's Day is Sunday.
I
Mother's
didn't
Day
know
is
that.
Sunday. How many men we got working that Mother's Day brunch?
Well, I got 5.
And Stan Brown?
I got 5.
You got 5. So we got a total of 10, right?
Got 5
Ms.
on it.
Creighton gonna call you out.
I just want to make sure that
yeah.
we're on point, okay?
She always does that, though.
That we acknowledge and
With any
and you know what?
administration.
I apologize because we have our unsung heroes, which supposed to have been done in March, but we're a little bit late, behind the curve.
We hit 3
and
minutes, Ms. Creighton.
Okay, I'm sorry. And we wanted to acknowledge them at our Mother's Day brunch. So come on out and enjoy your time.
Really?
Enjoy the food
I believe it.
and the festivities. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you
I
very much.
absolutely love
So I
Mrs.
paused
Creighton.
during some of it. I didn't want to take.
I absolutely love Mrs. Creighton. And she does. She always has good questions. But she's always, Wyoming, she's always been that way with any administration. Rogers, well, I didn't never see her get up and speak during the Tiffany Henyard days. I don't know. Ooh, eyes.
Take up some of your time with Pastor Flesham and myself, the board as well, and any vendors that are interested in partnership. It just has to be structured. So there's not any opposition to doing things united, just as we do work on the Mother's Day activity. We work on many things with the Park District, Abundant Living with Elder White as well. So we continue to work on ways. Some things logistically may take a little bit more contract work or nuances to make sure liability is considered, but we are, myself, every board member here is completely on board with partnering whenever possible.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, good evening, Mayor and the trustees. I'm Alvin Willis. I'm a longtime resident of here in Dolton. I came by my first, one of the meetings at the Tea for the Trustees, and I mentioned about a problem that we're having. I live at 157th and Ellis, and we are still having a problem with a stench that is in the area. I don't know if anybody else is dealing with this, but we've had NICOR out to check out to make sure that it wasn't a gas from inside our house or anything like that. But there is an ongoing stench that gets so bad in the area. It's a smell between gas and some type of sewage thing. And I think it comes about when it rains, when we got, heavy downpour. So I don't know exactly what it is. I spoke with the person that was in Public Works, and he told me that he was definitely working on it, and they seemed like they got it solved. And then this weekend, same thing with this smell and it's not inside the homes. That's the problem that I got. It got so bad we had to check in the hotels because of this smell is making people sick in my house. And I got an 82-year-old father that lives with me. That's a senior. So I don't know how urgent or how they can put a priority on this, but somebody needs to find out if it's this, and I don't know what it is. If it's the sewage system, is it when it rains, what's going on? But it's the smell of gas and sewer. So it's a bad stench. It almost is, and it moves in the sides of everybody's houses too. So this might be a public safety thing too. So I just wanted to make sure that I brought it to you guys' attention today, so that you could somebody could act in some urgency on this, because it's been going on now for a couple months since the rain season that we've had. So again, that's it. Thank you.
Okay. Hey, Ms. Willis, if you talk with this gentleman right up here too. Right, far right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So how many people think that's coming from the doo-doo factory?
That's going to conclude our public comment component of this meeting. If we may, I'm going to move first into, just so we can do the celebration of our officer promotions. So we're going to transition to new business item 8, so we can do the swearing in of 4 individuals.
4 additional police officers. Shout out to the police. I love the police and fire department. Okay. Here comes the bombshell. Anybody wants to know about the debt?
Not on
Here
company
comes.
time.
Okay,
we're going to go next into general announcements. So I'll ask any board member any announcements at this time.
Mayor, can I be recognized?
Yeah, I got Trustee Belcher.
I have few announcements. May
Okay.
15th, we have Cop on Top, Cop on the Rooftop, the Law
Every year.
Enforcement Torch Run for Special Olympics, Illinois. The time is 5 a.m. to 12 p.m. at Dunkin' Donuts, 1136 East Sibley, Dolton, Illinois.
They have it
To
every
new
year.
owners
Oh,
and
shit.
out.
I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I hit the wrong button. Bobblehead. Uh, so, yeah, they have Cop on the Rooftop at Dunkin' Donuts every year. And please clear out the drunks and addicts before you have it. I'm sure you will. Anyways, please subscribe to All in the Queue. Go over there. You know, I do funny commentary. Okay. I just, skip through it. All in the Queue, Burgundy Blue commentary, and Choose Compassion. Those are 3 channels that you need to go to, subscribe, become a member, listen to them. They break everything down piece by piece. Wonderful people. Okay. And they actually live there. Okay. Go ahead.
Not on company time.
Ah. Yep.
Okay, we're gonna go next into general announcements. So I'll ask any board member any announcements at this time.
Mayor, can I be recognized?
Yeah, I got
Please do.
Trustee Belcher.
I have few announcements. May 15th, we have Cop on Top, Cop on the Rooftop, the Law Enforcement Torch Run for Special Olympics, Illinois. The time is 5 a.m. to 12 p.m. at Dunkin' Donuts, 1136 East Sibley, Dolton, Illinois. It is a fundraiser. Please support Cop on Top. Most of the police officers, they do this every year.
Yes, they
So
do.
it's at our Dunkin' Donuts at 1136 East Sibley from 5 a.m. to 12 p.m. Please
And
come
there's
out and
actually a
support
cop
Dolton Police
on top
Department
of the
for
Dunkin' Donuts,
Cop
too.
on Top, the torch run.
She is TK. Somebody put those links in the chat,
Yes, we
please.
do have flyers. It's on the website
Pretty
also,
please?
but I'll make sure that they post some.
Sugar at
excuse
top?
me? Okay, I'll make sure that they have them at the.
I'm on YouTube. It's slower.
May 27th, the quarterly business brunch for businesses at Royal Estates from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. This is the quarterly meeting that we have with the businesses that come out for support and information. It'll be at the Royal Estates, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Okay.
Also, we haven't really been promoting a resource hub like we should, or I'll say I haven't mentioned it in general announcements, but the resource hub is still readily available. Envision Unlimited is next door. Expungement assistance is next door, and veterans assistance. These are resources that we have for our Dolton residents in the resource hub next door. So please, if you have any needs to have any assistance with those programs, feel free to come over. There is a tentative date also for a free CPR class. It's always best to help save a life, and a lot of times people need the CPR class just to renew whatever license they may have. Next month I will have the exact date. It will be before September for a free CPR class for Dolton residents. That's all I have, Mayor.
Okay, thank you, Trustee. Any additional announcements?
Yes, Mayor. May I be
Okay.
recognized?
Yeah, Trustee Tammy.
Okay. This coming Saturday, May the 9th, we have Tea with the Trustees, 9:30 a.m., 14700 Everett Street, that's Lester Long Fieldhouse. And we have Tea with the Trustees. The Tea with the Trustees is actually designed so that the residents can come out and let us know some of the things that we are not aware of. We know.
Can you record now? Because, you see, you wouldn't let anybody record those meetings. So I'm wondering, can residents now record the meetings that go on with Tea with the Trustees? Because they were banned to do that, right? There was one YouTuber, actually. I won't mention her name. And no, it's not Alan Q. I don't think. Oh, I don't know if it was or not. Anyways, she was just having a great time. And she was recording her great time. And she was told by someone, I need a glass of sherry, something. To turn off her camera and stop recording.
We don't have time at the board meetings. So this is a time you can
Thank
come
you,
out,
Wyoming.
let us know what's going on in your neighborhood, in your area. If you see something, say something. Of course, everyone is not everywhere. So again, this is a time that you can make the trustees,
that same
also
policy
the
here.
department heads aware of what's going on in your
signs
area.
everywhere.
Again, Saturday, it's every
see
second
something,
Saturday
say
of the
something.
month. And this Saturday is May the 9th, 9:30 a.m. Lester Lone Fieldhouse, 14700 Evers, and we would like for everyone to attend. Thank you, Mayor.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Trustee.
Thank you.
Any additional announcements?
Please.
Trustee Steve?
Of course.
Greetings, everyone.
Bobblehead.
I want to announce that in
Bobblehead.
real spirit of Dolton United, that this year we are doing the fireworks.
Ah.
This year, that's the combination of the Park District, the Dolton Library, the Village of Dolton, and
The way it's always been. And you just roasted Tiffany Henyard over the fireworks. So I wonder how much they're going to be this year. And it's only May, and fireworks go up in July, kind of like that. So why are you discussing it now? I say deflection. Go ahead.
School District 205. That's going to be July 2nd. So you're going to start seeing some marketing and advertising for it. But we are doing July 4th fireworks this year, which is going to be July 3rd. I think July 2nd.
July
we're doing
4th.
it.
Usually
So
you have
we
the
had a
fireworks.
few meetings about it. So that is one announced at the community. So you will be seeing that pretty soon. That's
Okay.
it for my announcements.
Now, what I want to know, and we'll find out, of course, are you going to pay $5,000 for those fireworks? Because that was a big thing when Tiffany Henyard was there.
Okay, Trustee.
Go ahead.
Trustee Norwood.
Thank you, Mayor. So I would just like to announce that
that
on
would be a good
behalf of
idea,
Dolton Park
Ice.
District, they're having their yearly summer camp.
No
It'll
happy
be from June
Monday?
8th to July 31st, from
Happy
ages
Monday.
5 to 14. So I
It's
know
Taco
parents are
Tuesday.
looking for something for the youth to do this summer.
I'm
You
trying
can
to
feel
hurry
free
up
to
with this.
contact Dolton
Shay's
Park
gonna
District
be
at
going live later.
708-841-2111. And they're also having
Oh, yeah.
an Inflator Fest
On
on
and on
June
and on.
6th from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. at our very own Park District. Thank you, Mayor.
Okay.
Okay, thank you very much.
Good to go.
Any additional, Trustee Stan?
Stan the man.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, Stan. Bends whichever way the wind goes.
April the May the 23rd,
Who's yelling in the
Saturday, we will
background?
have the men-to-men meet
Men
at
to
1
men.
p.m. at Abundant Living Christian Center at 14540 Lincoln Avenue in the wonderful village of Dolton. That's 14540 Lincoln in the village of Dolton. The men-to-men meet. We will be meeting once a month.
Men to men.
And this meeting will be on the 23rd
Where's
of
the
this
man-to-man?
month at 1 p.m.
Okay,
We
got
want
it.
grandfathers to come out, uncles, nephews, son-in-law, the little guy down the street. It's a men's only
Oh.
meeting.
What? Men's only? What is this? What is that movie? Stepper Wives? Is that men only? Ooh. Well, Ed, that's right up your avenue. And why am I picking on Ed? Because Ed sent me several emails and tried to rip me apart. Right, Eddie? Mr. Ed? Go ahead.
May the 23rd.
Where's the
This
women's club?
Saturday. May the 23rd Saturday at 1 p.m. Please
Right.
come out. Bring
I'm glad
someone
you're
with
not
you.
saying
This
what the
past
bills are.
meeting, we had NBA three-point top shooter
Oh, yeah,
Craig
he is.
Hodges was our keynote speaker.
Very sharp
And we
dresser.
have a lot of interesting things that we talk
CZ
about
Top.
where men can talk about men things together. So tell a man.
So you have these men's meetings where a man can talk about man's. Okay.
Tell
go
a
ahead.
man, tell a man.
Tell a man. Tell
You
a
can't
man.
hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. They just don't like it. Yeah, how much did they pay for the NBA speaker? What happened? What? All right, Potato, stop laughing at me. You're doing
Men's
something to
meet.
my computer.
The 23rd of this month,
I know he's watching.
May the 23rd at 1
And laughing
p.m. at
at my
Abundant
computer.
Living Christian Center, located at 14540 Lincoln Avenue in the wonderful village of Dolton. All men are invited.
I like to have fun.
Grandfathers,
from me?
uncles, nephews,
We call that a
the little
pub.
guy down the street.
Yeah.
Come on out, man. Let's talk
Yeah.
about some men things.
Yeah,
You ask a
men
man
things.
question, you get a man's answer. Thank you.
Ask a man a question, get a man's answer.
Okay.
Come
I
on
think
out,
that'll
men.
conclude our general
Let's
announcements
go,
portion.
men.
Next up, we have Village Clerk's report. So Clerk Key.
Maybe I could dress up as a man. Put
Good
a
evening
sock
again,
down
everyone.
there, like Jeb does.
Requesting the approval of the Board of Trustees for the minutes for the
Minutes.
following dates.
Where are the
April
minutes?
6,
They're
2026,
not on the
regular
website.
board meeting,
Nikita
and
Cloud.
April
Where are
20th,
they?
2026, committee
Come
of
on.
the whole meeting.
Eyes. Belly up to the bar, babe.
Is there a motion to approve as read?
I'll motion.
Second.
Heard the
Okay.
motion was Trustee Norwood, second
'em on the
Trustee
website.
Belcher. Any discussion?
Got it. Go.
Okay.
No.
Here, Clerk Key, please call the roll.
Aye.
Trustee Tammy Brown.
Aye.
Trustee Stan Brown.
Aye.
Trustee Belcher.
You
Aye.
good men.
Trustee Steve. Trustee Norwood.
Aye.
And
Norwood?
Holmes is absent.
Holmes is
Thank you
absent.
very much, Board. On
Oh, Herb should
communication.
cover that faction.
Is
so-
Miss Johnson
Oh,
here?
Miss Johnson?
Oh, there you are.
There you
Okay,
are.
so Miss Johnson, stand up, Miss Johnson. Miss Johnson approached the
Oh,
mayor.
Muhammad. Of
and
course, Muhammad's
she made a
hosting the event.
recommendation to him that we would put
Gotta
the
have them
Pope
men
on our
answers.
village sticker.
But how is that
And
working out? Wait a
the
minute.
board agreed.
So if Dwayne Muhammad is hosting these men to men, how's that working out for you, Ed? Because 2019 was quite a shit show with Muhammad, trustees Muhammad, Stubbs, Denton, and Pearson. How'd that work out? How does that work out for you, Ed? I mean, seriously, are you asking Muhammad man answers and getting asking man questions, getting a man's answer? Ah, how the worm turns. Oh, yeah, they're gonna do the Pope sticker too. Why not?
To do it. And, I mean, not the board, I'm
Oh.
sorry, the mayor thought it was a good idea to support residents' input on what we
Yep.
do here in the village.
Uh-huh.
So she designed a sticker for us, and unfortunately,
Okay.
I don't have it here, Miss Johnson. I forgot to bring it upstairs
How could you
before Miss
forget the
Johnson
Pope
left, and she's
sticker?
gone, but I will make
Go
sure
ahead.
you see it. So stickers go on sale June 1st, and so you'll see a sticker that has her personal
to have fun
hand
here.
drawing of Pope Leo the 14th.
Okay.
And I think it just shows community support, community engagement.
Well, you certainly showed community support and engagement when you hugged the Pope. You're not supposed to touch the Pope. Clerk Key. You actually went to Rome, Italy, and hugged the Pope, and his security guards wanted to pounce on you. I mean, that was hey. Go
And
ahead.
I commend Ms. Johnson for being very
Sorry.
adamant about,
Ah.
recognizing the Pope, but also her submitting her personal artwork to get that sticker made. So, Ms.
Yeah,
Johnson,
I
I
want
want
one
to
of those
acknowledge
stickers.
her here.
But how much
and
are they
to
gonna
show
be?
that we do in community engagement, and we do listen, and we do try
Ah.
to support our residents.
Well, your residents are pretty pissed right now. Go ahead. Congratulations, lady.
And that concludes my report, Mayor.
Thank you.
Okay, thank
Are
you
they
very
gonna be
much,
like
Clerk Key.
$120?
Next, we have our engineer's report.
They're $80 now. Oh, the engineer's report. He talks slow, so I'm gonna, because, oh man, that microphone. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I have headphones on, so everything is amped up, right? And the microphone and the static in the microphones is just piercing my brain. This man has been with Dalton since like 2017, I believe. I'm going to not fast forward, put him on 1.25 speed. There you go.
Good evening,
Oh.
everyone. Good evening, Mayor, Madam Clerk, trustees, department
I'm
heads,
trying
and
to be
residents.
funny.
Just a couple of
What
items
do you
in my
want from
report. I
me?
did pass a copy out to
Trying to
all
hurry up
of the
for
trustees
Shay.
and the mayor and the clerk, and also
I'll
to
miss 'em
the
again.
village administrator. We did open up bids.
And damn it, Shay. You gotta warn me when you have bitter beer face and butt pills, okay? I wake up out of a nap and here I have bitter beer face, and then the next day I've got butt pills in front of me. Oh my gosh. Shay,
on
stop it.
Tuesday, August 12th, for the lead service line replacement project. The
lead
project
in the
locations, if passed this evening,
not good
will
for
be from
residents.
138 to 144th between Indiana and Railroad.
There are no Y eyes.
144th to
I have no
145th
idea.
between Dobson and Harper.
You can hear it
and
too, Wyoming?
145th to 149th between Dobson and Woodlawn. This is just the first phase of the project. The mayor did sign documentation
Tracy,
that we
can't have
did
that.
apply for additional funding, and we should know that sometime towards the middle of the summer if the village will be awarded additional funding to continue the lead
I
service
think
line
it was,
replacement project.
Somebody
Mayor.
else paid
Yes.
for it.
Oh, no, I was
Oh,
gonna
The Pope
transition.
trip.
I was gonna transition into a formal vote on your item.
What do you want from me? I like
well,
that
let's get
one.
right to it.
I like that one.
Okay,
Why not?
it's on agenda item new business. Item B
I don't know.
is the
Harrison
approval
Beth.
for the lead service line replacement project award.
But I don't
So I'll
wanna
ask if we
miss
can
them.
have a motion
It's
to
9:30 already.
approve this award.
I make a motion.
Okay. Heard the
Okay.
motion was trustee
That was
Belcher,
passed.
second trustee Tammy Brown. I'll open
Yeah.
up for questions or discussion at this time.
Okay, go ahead.
Ron explained it extremely well.
I
So
know,
hearing no
Wyoming.
questions or no discussion, I'll ask Clerk Key for a roll call.
It's good
Sure.
though.
Trustee Tammy Brown?
Aye.
Trustee
Excellent.
Stan Brown?
Could you
Trustee
put
Belcher?
Shay's
Aye.
channel in the
Trustee
chat,
Steve?
please?
Aye.
Trustee Norwood?
Aye.
Motion passed.
There you go.
Engineer Smith, anything additional in your report?
I don't know.
Just that we submitted for funding for flooding reduction with MWRD. Also,
I got to ask this question. Is this the only man that has not been fired from his position in the village of Dalton?
for
go ahead.
funding from Cook County and Cook County CDBG and also Cook County Department of Transportation and Highway. We should know in early August if we'll be awarded that funding. And MWRD is still working on
thank you,
a
Harrison
flood
Beth.
relief project on the
I had
east
to
side of
cut
town.
that one short.
That concludes my report.
Thank you very much. Okay, next we're
Something
going to go
happened
into legal
at the end
reports.
of it.
Attorney McGrath, any reports at this time?
Thank you,
4
Mayor and
hours.
Board and department heads. As
I
you
could
can see on
do
the agenda,
better.
we've been working with the clerk's office and staff on a number of resolutions and ordinances that are up on tonight's agenda for approval.
Okay.
There's also up for approval a couple settlements on some litigation matters that we've brought up and gone over before. And then lastly, the seats matter was
Okay.
up before Judge Sullivan 2 Fridays ago. It was posted on the website that was up for the village to prepare and present its proposals to pay off the judgment and interest
Got it.
based upon the mayor's pushing and the board's pushing. We're striving to get that done without having any impact on any of the taxpayers, rather than
Okay.
being burdened by the taxpayers and having an increase on their tax bills. We've looked into other alternatives.
Really?
On the date of in court, the plaintiff's attorney asked for time to review our proposal. They have until
Okay.
this week to respond to it. We think that our proposal is very sound, and the next court date is May 26th before Judge Sullivan, who will then go over the proposals. We'll hear what both sides have to say, and we'll see what happens on that date. We'll post
Okay.
again on the website the Zoom information so all the residents can join, or at least follow the court proceedings if they so choose. Thank you, Mayor.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you very much, Attorney McGrath.
Oh.
Next up on the agenda, we have committee reports. We'll start with Human Relations
I am so sorry. Let me put it back on. So how much is that lawsuit again? Oh, you're settling. Go ahead. Sorry.
and Ethics and Planning and Zoning. Trustee
Ethics.
Tammy.
Good evening, everyone.
Thank you,
We are
Wyoming.
in the last phase of our employee engagement survey, which we'll be rolling out
No,
to
have to
the
hoist you up to the
fire
top tier.
department. But one of the things that we did find out, employee recognition was one of the big topics, that employees feel that they're not recognized enough, or they're not being told they're not doing a good job. Recognition is not always monetary. It could be as simply, you did a great job today, Peggy, keep up the good work or something like that. But what I
Okay, so here you are at a board meeting. Why don't you just say it here, like you just did? But no, you've got to have some kind of party. Seems like Dalton likes to party.
have been doing is luncheon for
Luncheons.
different departments. And this is not through the village of Dalton.
No?
This is strictly from me. So
Really?
when people ask the question, is it being paid for by the village? Not at all.
Okay.
This is strictly out of my pocket. Some
Your
other
paycheck.
residents come along and are willing to donate. But we just want to show the employees
you,
that they're
Tammy
doing an
Brown.
awesome job working here in the village, in public works, in the fire department, in the police department. Recognition goes a long way when you tell a person that they're doing an awesome job. And it doesn't
So-
have to be monetary all the time. It could be a car.
Okay, so I just have a question. I know it's coming out of your own pocket and everything. You're paying for it. Good on you. Yep. Okay, but why don't you just have some kind of certificate or medal or something like they do at Walmart every month and recognize the best employee, stuff like that. Kind of like that. And it doesn't cost anything. And you could do it at the board meeting in front of all the cameras, and then that employee will be there.
All
Good.
right. We're doing a wonderful job
Answer
when we
question.
recognize Employees of the Month. It's on our website. It's on the
Well, there you have it.
monitors when you come into the village.
Why do you need
Just
a
to
party?
say thank you, James Farrell, for doing an awesome job
You
at the
just said
board
it.
meetings.
Well,
So
you
it's
just said
just
it.
recognition that shows that we truly care about the people that work here for the village of Dolton.
So why do you need a luncheon?
And that'll be the end of my human relations.
Okay, go ahead.
And also for planning and zoning, Mayor, we are in the process of getting together to have a planning and zoning meeting. I'm going to meet with the president of the planning and zoning committee. We have some
Now, who would be the president of the zoning committee? I've already mentioned his name.
great ideas that we want to bring to the village of Dalton to let
I
you
bet you
guys
do.
know some of the things that we want to do and to bring here to Dalton. So we're in the process of planning that meeting with the president for the planning and zoning committee.
Who is it?
That's it, Mayor. Thank you.
Who is it?
Yeah, I think Trustee Tammy is being modest right now. She has some big news coming up.
Oh, big news. Okay.
But be on the lookout for the planning and zoning meeting. The president of that committee is
Robert Pearson.
Robert Pearson, one of the terrible four, who is also responsible for the BP Capital debacle, along with Invest in Dalton, which were housing programs, right, Pearson? When you were a trustee on the board, Village of Dalton, they voted your ass out. Remember that? You, Valeria Stubbs, Muhammad, Denton, right? Kind of blew up in your faces. How much did you pay? And the accusations were wild. I mean, pay attention to my intros and outros because they say a lot to everything. I doubt if she apologized.
That is the president of the committee.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate it.
Does that conclude the report?
That concludes my report.
I
Thank you,
hope
Mayor.
so.
Okay, next is Police and Fire and Finance, Trustee Belcher.
Good
Is
evening,
Riley
everyone.
Rogers on the zoning committee?
First, I'd like to report May 4th, 2026.
Finances. Pay attention, people.
From the Village of Dalton Police Department. During the month of April 2026, the police department responded to 1,840 calls for service. In addition to responding to the calls, they were broken out. Parking, 86 total. State tickets, 210. Red light, we don't have a number on here. Felony arrest 10, misdemeanor arrest 28, and warrants 1. These are the reports. Most of the time, as we look at these reports, we see that although we don't realize that crime is going down, but we have to be very cautious that it's about to be the summer. Kids are going to be out of school, those type of things. So please just make sure that you are aware of your surroundings. Also, a resident came talking about the lights. So I'm sure that the mayor and Trustee Steve will work on that because lighting is very important. It deters crime. So
They should have done it already.
that is from the police department.
Brad.
From the fire department, January 1st, 2026 through April 30th, 2026, there have been 2,125 calls for emergency to the Dolton Fire Department, and Bud's Ambulance has responded.
That's a lot of calls.
With the average of 17.7 calls for service per shift per day. The recent response
That's a
also
lot.
included structural fires response on April 22nd on the 700 block of 144th Street, and a fatal vehicle accident that occurred on April 27th on Interstate I-94 just south of Sibley. The Dolton Fire Department has recently received 4 outstanding certificates for South Cook County EMS Director, which has taken place over the past several months. This recognition shows a commitment to training, and with our fire department working hand in hand with Buzz Ambulance together, we can
EMS.
save more lives. Lastly, on May 1st, the Dolton Fire Department participated in Career Day located at Thornridge High School, which Trustee Norwood sponsored. We were fortunate to have several students interested in potential career in fire service. We will be reaching out to the students when they graduate as we develop a career path and fire and EMS in Dolton residents. Thank
Yeah, thank you, Kiana. You're not gonna speak on the fatal accident? Was it put anywheres? Dalton Politics, the official Village of Dalton website, the YouTube Village of Dalton. Was it ever discussed? Okay, I guess we're just gonna skip through that, Jason, and PR Nikita Cloud.
Thank
Go
you.
ahead.
This is from our acting Fire Chief Pete McCain, Stephen McCain.
Petey. No, it's Petey.
That's police and fire.
Petey McCain. He was Tiffany's
You ready for
chief.
me to go to finance?
Oh, absolutely.
By the way.
Okay. Finance report. I have the current actual year to date, and the current
we go.
actuals that is general fund as of February 28, 2026. This is the latest report I have. I will note that the amounts that I am reading does not include property taxes that we have received that came in for the April 1st tax, and then for those that came because they were late. The property tax payments were late. So the year, current year actual as of February 28th, we were in a deficit $6,783,000.
Oh, damn mouse. You damn mouse. I hate you, mouse. I hate you. I absolutely hate this mouse. Potato, stop laughing at me. I see you. I see you. Go ahead. Stop it. Ugh. Okay.
We will be reaching out to the students when they graduate as we develop a career path and fire and EMS in Dolton residents. Thank you. This is from our acting
they do, Scott.
Fire Chief Pete McCain, Stephen McCain.
Petey McCain.
That's police and fire.
Yay.
You ready for me to go to finance?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
Okay.
Finance.
Finance report.
Go ahead.
I have the current actual year to date, and the current actuals that is general fund as of February 28, 2026. This is the latest report I have. I will note.
Why do you look very uncomfortable at this time? Because how many millions are you in debt? And let's face it, it's not because of taxes. How much taxes are you going to get? And what have you gotten?
Note that the amounts that I am reading does not include property taxes that we have received that came in for the April 1st tax, and then for those that came because they were late. The property tax payments were late.
Okay.
So the
how much?
Current year actual as of February 28th, we were in a deficit $6,783,390.82.
Over $6 million, and that's just the general fund. That's on. Now look, Dalton has 22 bank accounts. Yes, I said 22. 22. 22 bank accounts. Unless they've gotten rid of some. Of course, they want to have. What was that? Money what? What was the account they want to give with the bank? Anyways, so they're gonna open up another account. Anyways, so you mean year to date, in which Jason House is mayor now, you are over $6 million in a deficit in only the general fund now. What about the other funds? That's true, Rice.
And general funds in a deficit $3,894,458.75. I'm sure, as we know, that our fiscal year ends on April 30th. So our new year, which we are currently.
Yeah. You don't have a budget yet either. But so for this month, you're $3 million in a deficit for your general funds? How are you paying people? Is what I want to know. And the fire department is suing you again.
In now fiscal year 2027 will
Thank
reflect
you.
for
Money
next
market.
time we have
I have
financial
one.
statements. We should be able
I
to
like 'em.
close out fiscal year 2026 and have a balance, and then start moving into the 2027 budget. We will have a budget hearing within the next 10 days because we have to.
Congratulations. You know, the nice thing about money marketing accounts is this is what I do, anyways. You can move money around freely with a click of a button. Well, probably 3 clicks, but go ahead.
Complete the fiscal year budget for 2027. So they'll make an announcement when it'll be, but we have to have a
Say no
hearing for
fireworks.
everyone to come in so we can go line by
Doing with
line usually
fireworks.
to go over what our 2027 budget looks like. That's all I have, Mayor.
That's it.
Thank you very much, trustee.
What? No
Next, we
discussion?
got housing and youth. That's the
Wait,
trustee.
wait a minute. No discussion on how. Wait. Look at Clerk Key looking at her, and she's kind of smirking uncomfortably. But nobody is questioning. Wait a minute. How on earth are we $6 million in a deficit? And these people are so used to hearing we're in a deficit. I think they're numb. I think they're absolutely numb to the fact that they're always going to be broke. Go ahead.
Norwood.
Got it. Go.
Thank you, County
Hurry
Mayor.
up.
So in regards to
Things to
housing,
do.
next
People
week
to
we'll have an
see.
announcement regarding our Dolton United Housing Program.
Dolton
And on May
United.
25th, we'll have the South Suburban Land Bank conduct a presentation regarding their organization.
Now, wait a minute. Brittany, Michael Jackson? Did you go to the movie? I heard it wasn't everything was propped up to be. I don't know. I don't go to the movies. But anyway, what was I talking about? Shit, can't remember. I forgot myself. I'm sorry. When I'm joking around, I kind of just go, Dolton United. What is it? Housing now?
We
Thought you
understand
weren't.
that
I thought you weren't in the real estate business.
there's not one solution that fits all, so we'll have several different components regarding our housing
Oh,
programs.
thank you.
And
South Suburban Land Bank. That is a very good organization for Dolton. Okay, and I'm being very serious. I checked them out because there was this thing where Jason House in 2018 wanted to bring in South Suburban Land Bank. And if you look at the intro, that's what that gentleman is yelling about and calling Stubbs a racist. That's what that is all about. And I'm not making anything up. I'm just showing you what I know, what I see, what I hear, and what I look at. Okay. But South Suburban Land Bank is a good organization, and it won't cost Dolton anything, Dolton residents. Go ahead.
in regards to youth, Mayor?
Go ahead.
Okay. So in regards to youth, I
I
have a
beat you to
special
it.
thank you to Principal Dr. Brown and Dr. Annette Johnson with Thornridge High School. I know, Mayor, I know you're a wildcat over there, but as everyone knows, I'm screaming, we are TR here, right? So we are TR.
Okay.
I thank them
One
for
person
allowing us
clap.
to host our 3rd annual Career Day. So that
Okay.
is always one of my favorite times of the year.
Okay.
We'd like to thank our
That's
police
good.
and fire department for coming out, and as Trustee Belcher stated,
The fire
they
department
discussed
is
different
suing you.
career options. So they were off to a good start. I thank our fire chief and I thank our police chief and all of
Petey.
our Dalton's finest back there.
Petey is now the fire
We
chief.
also would like to thank Dalton Park District. So they came out also, and every year they assist me with helping the youth find jobs. So special thank you to Katrina Cotton at Dalton Park District. Next Move, non-for-profit organization. I
Bird
thank
for
them
fashion?
for joining us on Career Day because they assist the youth with jobs. They have mock
okay.
interviews and they assist them with getting back and forth to work. So I always look forward to Next
You
Move,
think so,
just
TK?
providing extra
I thought it was
resources for
me.
the children. And
Yeah.
Jason and Tina Scott
Scott,
I guess she
they're
doesn't have
co-founders of
PTSD
Legendary
today.
AI Agency. They came out to discuss AI and how AI is affecting the world, right, to the youth. So that's important. And I cannot forget to thank our armed forces.
Well, thank you very much. Myself being a veteran, but shouldn't they be learning AI in school? What do they teach in school these days? It's very confusing to me. It's not like when I went to school, which I'm not going to say when, which was a very, 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 very long time ago. But why aren't they teaching AI in school? Oh, look at that sweet little face. I have got to get a screenshot of you, Brittany, because that's just classic in your Michael Jackson coat there. Ah, don't you look cute? Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Not only am I thanking them
Oh,
for
wait a minute. Did you get that $500 back from Mangy Mutt, for Hannibal? Just asking a question.
serving
But
our country. But I'm also thanking them for coming out and joining us
it could
also.
be
So
AI
it was
Brittany.
an amazing time,
I
guys.
can
I
make her
think that
AI.
the youth really enjoy just having
Ooh,
different
can you imagine
opportunities
the
presented
cat
to them.
being
So
Brittany?
I explained to them that it takes a village.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
what we are here for.
I
And
could
as
be
I
Jason.
always ask, if there are any jobs hiring, especially
Okay.
locally, please contact me, guys. 708-968 4297.
Okay.
And last but not least, we
Oh,
are having
there's
our
more.
5th annual family skating night. So we all know a family
Where?
that skates together, stays together. Okay, guys? It'll be held at
Uh,
Linwood
oh,
Skating Rink
oh, sorry.
on May.
Stop. No, I have never heard that before in my lifetime. A family that skates together stays together. Never heard that. I think you just make this stuff up. But, are you going to do it at the ice rink? Because that's supposed to be summer and winter skating. All that money you paid for the ice rink. Are you going to use the ice rink or you going to another village? I think it's the latter. So you spent all that money on that ice rink that's supposed to be for summer and winter, and it sits there and rots. Congratulations. And Brittany, wait a minute. What is going on with those fingernails? The polish is, I'm sorry, I usually don't pick on people's appearances, but Berg's got me going. You got one fingernail here that's cracking the, what do you call it? The stuff you put on your fingernails. And then you got one that's just, and they're short. There's no nails there, Brittany. And wait a minute, Brittany, you got a ring on your left hand. Oh, go ahead.
15th
Hurry up,
from
go.
5:30 to
Sorry.
8:30 p.m. So make sure you register. It is free with registration
want
for
from me?
Dolton residents. Contact me at bnorwood@vodolton.org or via email. And I look forward to skating with you all. You all know this is the only time of the year that I actually get out there. So let's
Really?
do this. Thank you, Mayor.
Let's do this.
Thank you
Let's
very
do it,
much,
people.
Trustee Norwood. Next Public Works, Trustee Steve.
Yes,
Oh.
yes, thank you, Mayor.
Bobblehead.
In the month of April, we had a lot of rainy days. We know the snow
did.
days are no longer a factor. We
Okay.
can now see numerous potholes throughout the village, and we're
You can
addressing
see them now?
them as they come up. As
What,
you
were
can
they
see,
filled
we
with
did a
snow?
video. We are definitely filling in the potholes. We're taking
okay.
we're not saying we're not taking our
Potholes.
time, but be patient. We're getting
Oh,
around the village to
okay.
all the potholes throughout the village. There's a lot of them because it's the time coming out of winter time.
Ah,
Also,
got it.
April 1st, Homewood Disposal has been start to pick up brown waste bags.
Okay.
If you're trimming trees, remember to cut it in 3 to 4 foot sections.
Okay.
The vac truck is out here still cleaning out sewers and getting rid of some of the debris in the sewers lines.
Okay.
I hate to hear that when
Jiminy
people
Cricket.
call and they don't get a response. Because I learned
Well, you should be used to it, Ed, because you don't answer your phone either.
a simple callback is all people want.
Yeah.
Hey, I
Uh-huh.
got your call. This is what's going on. So
Uh-huh.
we have to improve in that. I don't
Really?
like to
It's
hear
been
when people
over
don't
a
get
year.
a call back because a lot of times they'll call me, but if they don't, like Miss Cage, I know Miss Cage. I didn't know her
Uh-huh.
lights were out. So I
Oh.
have to follow up with her.
Yeah.
But it's just, we just
I'd
have
say
to do
so.
better at
Mr.
returning phone calls, especially in
Peanut.
public works. So that's something we're working on. Also, my committee meeting will be coming up soon. I'm
Oh,
be
good.
working on the permits, this amount with the permits. And I'm working on, I'm saying it publicly now before the budget
Yes,
because I already
DK.
talked to you, Mika.
It can
We're putting
happen.
some money in there for a 50-50 program for
What?
that front sewers line that goes out
Oh.
with people sometimes
50-50.
between the curb and their
Uh-huh.
house. That can be so expensive to replace.
No shit. My
And
sister
everybody
just
don't
had it
have
done.
that $9,000 to $10,000 to replace that sewage line,
Ah.
especially if you maybe don't have a home warranty or something like that to help you out. So I'm working on something to help residents pay for that if that goes out. Also, there's another.
How can the village afford it? I mean, you're $6 million in a deficit. How can the village afford any kind of program like that? Okay, go ahead.
There's a
Hurry up.
flooding program
Oh.
that was implemented in Calumet City and in Berwyn that we can help residents. But stay tuned. I will announce the Public Works Committee meeting coming up. But there's something that we got to put some money in the budget to
Okay.
help people with
Yep.
that system, with
Got
that
it.
front sewage line and the for flooding in their basements and stuff like that. We got to do something because every time it rains, I'm
pours.
getting hit, and I know everybody's cussing us out.
Right.
Because you have nobody to get frustrated. The only person you can't get frustrated is part of the village because you see
No shit.
there's water coming to your
Sherlock.
basement. And we got to try, even though
It's a
infrastructure is
village
old,
problem.
very old, we got to try to do something to help our residents. So that's something.
The infrastructure has been old and old and old. And hey, Ed Steve, since 2019, under Riley Rogers, what were you in head of? And through Tiffany's administration when you got voted out. What were you in charge of again? Public Works. So you had from 2019 until 2023 to fix the problems and the streets and everything else in Public Works because you were in charge of Public Works. I've proved it. I don't have to prove it anymore. What have you done, Ed?
Something to keep your ears, and will be announced and will be here soon, sometime this month. So keep your ear to the streets and keep on our social media pages, our email blast, our text message blast. I know we be getting the text message blast about the water shut off. We send that out a lot.
Okay.
But it's reminding people, and it's been a good reminder. A reminder is a blessing to people. Sometimes, I know for me, sometimes I may forget, and you need that reminder. So that's something that we do on our communication side. But keep your ear to the street. That's the update for Public Works. But we need to improve the callback. That's.
Yeah, no shit. Hey, Nikita Cloud. Do you remember that little meeting that you had with Ryan Sinwelski and Jedediah Brown, which I have the video of you three concocting a plan to reform the South. Uh-oh.
That's a simple thing. So that's it for my report, Mayor.
Okay. Thank you very much, Trustee.
Yeah, plumbing.
And I'm certainly in agreement with you. We need to, and we will improve on that end.
They will.
You drive a hard bargain on this program that is in the unapproved budget.
Okay. Unapproved
So I want y'all to
budget.
know that's a good advocate. I want y'all to see the gamesmanship he just
Yeah.
did here. But nonetheless, we will do everything that we can to make it happen.
In other words, no.
Next up, we have corporate bills. Trustee Trustee Belcher.
Got a little tongue-tied
Okay.
there, huh?
I have,
Yeah.
my
What?
bills. No, I'm just playing. I have some adjustments, so I want to read them into record just so they will be on record.
Okay,
the
good.
corporate payments, and I'll just start with the corporate payments first.
Corporate
because
payments.
That was the one that had the most adjustments.
Okay, so let me help you out here, Kiana, because corporate payments are AP warrant list. Okay, that's where you have to sign a check. AP warrant list. Go ahead.
The corporate payment registry needs to be, I guess, a superseding motion to reduce the line item for corporate payment registry by $253,197.27.
Okay.
The reason for this reduction is that these bills have already been paid and they were on the last month's warrant list, so we have to make sure that we took it off of there. And then we added three things that were missing off of this warrant list, which totaled $1,103 and
see?
93 cents. So I just
What
want
was
to put that
missing?
on record
Okay.
that for all those people that
All
for
those
you,
people?
the warrant list. That's why there is a difference in the.
Oh, so you have a bunch of people fleeing warrantless. I wonder if I'm one of them. And what is going on with that microphone?
Amount. But corporate registry is $1,907,98.79.
Got it.
$1,907,981.79.
Okay.
Gross payroll for April 3rd was $449,534.91.
Oh.
Gross payroll for April 17, 2026 was $473,476.76. Total corporate payments, $2,830,992.70. I am.
Okay. Corporate bills, AP. Ooh, what are you paying twice for again? Oh, okay. Go ahead. But anyways, lem- how can you afford over $2 million? Because, year to date, you're $6 million in the hole, and you're monthly, you're $3 million in a deficit. Where's the money coming from? Go ahead.
Seeking approval for $2,830,992.70 for the
Color
corporate
me
payments.
surprised, Beth.
Is there a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Heard the motion,
Second.
trustee Tammy Brown, second trustee Steve. Any discussion at this time?
Never.
Hearing none, clerk Key, please call the roll.
Got it.
Trustee Tammy Brown.
Aye.
Trustee Stan Brown.
This woman's
Trustee
shaking her
Belcher.
head.
Aye.
Trustee Steve.
Aye.
Unless she has a
Trustee Norwood.
condition.
Aye.
Motion
Sorry, lady.
passed.
I think she has a condition. Okay. Electronic. Electronic warrant list. Where is it? Where's electronic warrant list? Where are they going? Where is it? Everybody's searching for it.
Mayor, I don't have an electronic warrant list at this time.
What? Wait. You don't have electronic warrant list. You see people electronic warrant lists. I've been through all of these. Is for credit cards. Ah, yes, or bank transfers. You don't have the electronic warrant list for the trustees to vote on. So, that electronic warrant list, kind of like where Amazon gets put on, and I didn't see Tiffany Henyard spending anything coming close to what Lori Lightfoot put on her report. For the electronic warrant list, it wasn't on there that I saw. Anyways, let's go. There's no electronic warrant list. Yay! Yippee! What are we going to do about it? Clerk Key, you didn't put it in the package? Well, maybe you should get up off your ass, run downstairs into your office, and grab a copy so they can vote on it. What do you think they're going to do? Let me see. What you going to do? Huh?
Okay, we will
What? What?
table the electronic list.
What? Well, you're going to table it when you're going to vote on it because it's about $2 million. And so they just don't get paid. Or, well, it's electronic. So it kind of already got paid. And nobody even knows what they are paying. Clerk Key, get your assistant to run her ass down to your office and grab a copy of it, please. But no, you're not going to do that because you're just going to say, oh, I'm sorry, we don't have one, and it's okay. We'll just table that for now. So when are you going to vote on it? I hope it's not behind closed doors. Brad, go freeze.
Till next month?
Next
month's
month.
meeting?
So next month. So you're going to let all those bills go, and then you're going to double up on them. What in the flea flickin' rickety ass dumbasses are you doing? What are you doing? You can't do that. And is the board going to say anything? I mean, if this was Tiffany Henyard, there would be yelling of fire in the building, and everybody would be up screaming and ranting and raving and calling Tiffany, "Oh my gosh, you bitch! How dare you?" But no, what's going to happen?
Can I?
Okay. Yeah, I heard.
Yeah,
Trustee Stan.
transparency
I did speak
at
with
the bar.
finance manager, Tamika.
Oh.
Could you speak on that?
That would be a good idea, Stan. One for Stan. Can you possibly speak on that instead of just us kind of tabling it because we got to vote on it? Their finances, transparency. So go ahead, Stan. Get a man's answer.
Oh, there is no.
What?
Okay, so we've been informed that everybody's credit card has been taken, and as
What?
such, there is no electronic
Look at God.
warrant list.
Won't he
For
do
this.
What's so funny? If this was Tiffany Henyard, people would be ravenous wolves right now. I mean, well, you can't make this shit up. Nobody's in an outrage. Nobody's screaming. What? No, we're laughing. What a twist.
We don't got no we don't got no electronic warrant.
Okay, so there's no need to table. There is no list for this meeting.
Well, there's no list. Isn't that a problem? Where's the finance person? Clerk Key. Where is it?
I was told that the electronic list is being merged with the warrant list, so it won't be an electronic list.
What did you just say? Wait a minute. Stan Brown just said the electronic warrant list is being merged into the AP warrant list, which has never, ever once happened in the history of Dolton, Illinois. Ever. So now you're not going to keep track of electronic. You're going to commingle funds, right? You're going to commingle bills, right? Into one gigantic warrant list. You're going to commingle AP and electronic warrant list. How's that going to work? Because the electronic warrant list, that gets paid immediately. And then the AP warrant list, you have to sign a check to pay the vendor, right? And the employees, of course, because the employee's salary goes on the AP warrant list. So how in the hell are you going to commingle the electronic warrant list with the AP warrant list? You can't make this shit up if you tried. I don't know.
Okay, so how many credit cards out there?
Yeah. How many credit cards? What?
The mayor has a card?
Wait a minute. The mayor has a credit card? Oh, good to know, Jason. What are you spending with your credit card?
Oh, so let's be very careful and delicate with that record.
Why? Well, why, Jason? You don't want everybody to know you have a credit card, which was one of the main reasons for Tiffany Henyard circling the drain. Wasn't that one of the big issues? Credit cards? Police department, fire department? Well, you doing picked on the police department and Tiffany Henyard.
So one card out there for an emergency and one
Uh-huh.
card under dispute. Okay.
Mayor, can I?
One card is under dispute. What card? Could you elaborate? Elaborate. Make more sense out of it. Give us an explanation, kind of thing. Transparency.
Can I make a statement though?
Oh, please do.
You're reading the corporate bills. I didn't do it in general announcements, and I guess I hope that you bring it up in the mayor's report. But
Okay.
I have had numerous calls about
No.
shutoffs for tomorrow's water bills. And,
got it.
We have heard everybody's concerns. We
No
have
shit.
made sure that we try to reach back, and I'll say people that have called me about their water bills and the messages that's coming out about shut-off notice. What I
Got
would
it.
say is that please, we have online where you can put your meter readings in. You can bring the meter readings to the village.
Exactly,
that
Ice.
helps us keep accurate billing. instead of keep getting all these estimated bills and then you're disputing the bills, we have an ordinance on file that says you should allow someone in your home at least once a year, every 12 months, however you do it. And a lot of times,
That's interesting because I have a three-part series on the ordinances of Dalton, New York. New York. I live in New York. Dalton, Illinois. I have a three-part series on all the ordinances of Dalton, Illinois. It's really tricky. You see, I've been here for years, and I've studied your finances for years. You're a bunch of liars.
there's several years that has went past and nobody has come into the home and you're constantly getting estimated
right,
bills. I
Tracy.
am asking all residents, please make sure you turn in your reader meeting or allow someone in your home to read the meters so we can eliminate these estimated bills until Ron get us this money.
But wait a minute. The water meters. Riley Rogers, didn't you get $2 million for water meters for the residents? Where's the water meters again? And where's the $2 million? Probably where the chicken wings went.
But
Who knows?
anything else with the new meters. But I
Yeah,
am
hurry up.
asking that
almost
everyone
10:30.
be aware and just know
Been here too long.
communication is better than no communication. And
Oh, I
sometimes
see.
we just don't talk and you don't know. The water department has dealt.
It's called transparency, which is what you ran on. Transparency, which there is none.
Wonderful.
I can't believe that you didn't question not having an electronic warrant list. For shit's sakes, if there was Tiffany Henyard, there would be just flames going.
Working with residents that's been coming in to get them on a payment plan that fits their needs right now. So please, I'm just asking everyone to turn in your water meter
Eyes. What if
reading
they're
so you
working?
can have an accurate billing.
They
Thank you.
should have water meters outside where they just drive by, you know, kind of that thing. We even have them here, for Pete's sake. We live in the mountains. They always have an excuse, you're right.
Okay. Well, ma'am, we would have to address that individually because we want to make sure we're able to stick on the agenda items. However, if you would like, we have our administrator present or Mr. Covington in the back. If you would like to have him
There's a
assist
room
with your
full of
question, we
people,
can
I
we can
bet,
follow up
that
that way.
wants to talk to him.
Look straight to the
Since he
back.
can't answer the phone.
All right, he can assist with it.
Go ahead.
Okay, next we have on the agenda.
Pass the buck.
We're going to old business item A, approval of ordinance 26-004, amending Title 3, Chapter 10 of the Village Code regulating cigarette and tobacco dealer establishments. This was an item that was discussed at Committee of the Whole. I'll ask if there's a motion for approval.
I make a motion. Second.
Of course you do, Belcher. And of course, Norwood's belly up to the bar right after her. You know, what about the liquor licenses? They're over 40, right? Or something like that? I don't know. I can't say for sure because I haven't looked. But cigarettes? Tobacco? But hey, smooth, sexy, no riffraff. Isn't that a cigar lounge? What about Rucker's Cigar Lounge again? Smooth, sexy, no riffraff, right, Nikita Cloud?
The motion was Trustee Belcher, second Trustee Norwood. Any discussion?
Hurry up.
Just a quick recap. This is amending the
Yes,
number
they
of
are,
liquor,
Ice.
the tobacco
Can't
and smoke
believe
shops
it.
that we can have in Village. Currently, it sits
You
at 2. We are
you want
reducing that
one.
down to 1.
One
With
cigarette
that
shop.
being stated, any
Oh,
clerk,
somebody's
I'll ask for a
clapping.
roll.
Now, let me ask you something. Would that one cigarette shop be Rucker's Cigar Lounge? Huh? What? What'd you say? So I thought.
Call, please. Oh, yeah, Trustee Stan.
Eliminate one?
We have 2. We
Might
are
be smoke
reducing the
shop.
number that we can have
What's
in
wrong
the
with
village
smoke shops?
from 2 down to 1. The 2 that
Why?
exist are grandfathered.
Why? They create revenue. Smoke shops. Cigarettes, cigars. Do you know how much taxes that you make on them? You, like, son of a bitch, where's my screaming groundhog? Damn it. I mean, you're cutting off revenue. You're cutting off revenue, not the lounge. Okay, thank you. But you want to cut back on cigarette smoke shops and replace them with what business? Oh,
Fathered in, so there's no
right.
immediate action to anybody,
Why?
immediate action nor impact to anybody that is
Why?
here. However, should
It
one of those
does.
shops decide to relocate or go out of business, then there will not be a new person to come and replace the ones that's there. Any
They don't have
additional
that here in
discussion?
Wyoming.
Okay, hearing
York is
none, Clerk
strict.
Key, please call the roll.
Trustee Tammy Brown?
Aye.
Trustee
Aye.
Stan Brown?
Aye.
Trustee
Aye.
Belcher?
Aye. Aye.
Trustee Steve?
Aye.
Trustee
Right.
Norwood?
Aye.
Motion passed.
Got it.
Okay, next we have the
Why
approval of
not?
a resolution 26-004 amending resolution R24-011. I'll ask our administrator if you may come forward and expand on this one, please.
Oh boy, they need the administrator who got kicked out of Indiana. Oh, I can hear the static is astounding.
Thank you, Mayor and the board. Just a little recap of what we talked about at the Committee of the Whole.
Okay, great.
The property at 1445 Sibley, it's owned by Mr. Ali Alarari. Excuse
What?
me. It was
What's that
officially
address?
originally approved for a Class 8 incentive through the Cook County Assessor's Office for
Class 8.
rehabilitation project. During the construction,
You know, all these Class 8s, the residents of Dolton, I'm talking to the residents of Dolton tonight because this just doesn't make any sense. Do you know, Dolton residents, that those Class 8s go for about 12 years? Okay, usually that's the normal, 12 years. And guess who has to make up for those taxes? Because a Class 8 has to do with a business paying taxes. It's kind of the way you should bring in businesses. But the way that this administration is giving out Class 8s here, there, everywhere, do you know the tax burden that it's doing on you, Dalton residents? You want to know why your taxes are going up higher and higher and higher? Well, they're getting rid of businesses that bring in revenue, okay? And they're giving out Class 8s, in which businesses don't have to pay as much in your taxes. So they have to make up for that taxes. So where does that tax burden come from? The Dalton residents. Go ahead, Mr. Administrator. Nice there little toupee you got. Go
the
ahead.
scope shifted from a
For
full
shit's
demolition
sakes.
to
Where's my
a new build,
screaming
making the
groundhog?
original designation no longer applicable. The owner is requesting a new resolution to
I'm
reflect
sure
the
he
full
is.
build out.
Yep.
So with
Go ahead.
the ordinance or
Get 'em.
resolution you have in front of you
Yep.
to be considered and approved, the applicant will then go to the assessor's office to update their filing.
Of course
and
it
I'll
will.
take any questions that you may have.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, I'll ask formally for a motion, and then we'll go into
Appreciate
discussion
that.
for questions, if that's okay. Is there a motion that we proceed with Resolution R26-004?
I
Why
make a
not?
motion.
Second.
Go ahead.
Heard the motion, Trustee Belcher, second, Trustee
Yep.
Norwood.
Jump on it.
Any discussion or questions at this time?
Sure I do, but who knows?
Hearing none, Clerk Key,
What
please
does
call
it
the
matter
roll.
to me?
Trustee Tammy Brown?
Aye.
Trustee
Aye.
Stan Brown?
Aye.
Trustee
Aye.
Belcher?
Aye.
Trustee
Aye.
Steve?
Aye.
Trustee Norwood?
Aye.
Okay, go
Motion
ahead.
passed.
Got it.
Okay, items C, D, E, and F were all discussed at our committee of the whole. I'm going to ask our director if she may come up, and if the board is okay,
good.
is there any
What are
objection
they?
to bundling these items?
Okay, good. What are they?
Okay, so I'll first entertain a motion to bundle items C, D, E, and F. Is there a motion?
I make a motion.
Okay.
Second.
Heard the
What are
motion,
they?
Trustee Belcher,
Oh, here she
second,
comes.
Trustee
Okay.
Norwood. This vote is
Goodies.
strictly to bundle all items and vote. It is not the official vote. So Clerk Key, please call the roll.
Trustee Tammy Brown?
Aye.
Trustee Stan Brown?
Aye.
Trustee Belcher?
Aye.
Trustee Steve?
Aye.
Trustee Norwood?
Aye.
Motion passed to bundle.
Okay, I'll ask for a motion to approve items C, D, E, and F. Is there a motion?
What are they?
I make a motion.
Second.
Okay, great.
Okay, motion again, Trustee Belcher, second, Trustee Norwood. We are open for discussion. I'll
Okay.
ask Director Bryant if you have any comments or any additional comments you would like to make on these items at this time.
Well, I understand about cigarettes and marijuana and all that stuff, but it's revenue in which Dalton desperately needs. Okay, that's a point I'm trying to make. It's revenue that they want to get rid of. I don't understand why. Desperate. Dalton is in desperate need. Go ahead. Sorry. Ah,
In regards to the water.
I know the damn New Yorkers, son of a bitches,
That's not on.
old bastards. Ah, what do you want from me? That microphone is just piercing my ears.
In regards to the water resolution, we are working with the county grant that is helping the residents of Dalton with your
Nice.
delinquent water bills. We are asking all residents that please get your readings in. If you have email access, you can send
Better
a
have them in
picture
before
of
today.
your meter with the readings to readings@vodalton.org to send a picture of your reading in. That will assist us in getting the information into the
Let me ask you something, Cupcake. I'm so sorry, Cupcake. But you look lovely, like a cupcake. Uh, but okay, so this is yesterday. Okay, shut-offs started today. So how are you going to go through all those pictures that they're, sending in? 25,000 residents. Got it. Go ahead. Go.
county so they
Ah,
can do a analysis of all of the residents to get the funding in to help pay towards the delinquency of the residents for
in
the
less than
village.
24
So
hours.
we are on a time constraint of getting this information back to the program that will
Ah,
assist residents of paying towards your delinquency. So we are sending out the meter readers to actually do readings, but we do know that they cannot
oh,
reach everyone in our
oh,
short time frame. So we
yeah,
are asking
less than
residents,
24
if you
hours.
can, send a picture in or
Yeah.
call for an appointment. We will send the meter readers out if you call and schedule an
Are they getting
appointment with the
overtime?
village. But the meter readers are out. We're taking
Gotta ask.
appointments, or you can take a picture and you can email it in if you do
Right.
have that capability as well.
And
So
less
that
than
we are
24 hours.
working with the grant program to get funds in to assist residents towards the
In less than
delinquency.
24 hours.
Okay.
Should you
Any
have that
discussion or
grant?
questions from the board at this
Yes, I
time?
have a discussion. I have questions since the board doesn't have any. And Steve, that's why you got voted out because of the water shutoffs. I'll tell you that right now. But anyways, you know, uh, uh, can you possibly try to get something to soften the blow for the residents and have this program in place before you start shutting off the water, maybe somehow, possibly? And if they're sending in photographs of their water meter, how many people do you have working at the water department so that they can read all of those pictures coming in and talking to people and making payments and everything else, setting up payments? You gave them less than 24 hours. Go ahead.
Hearing none, Clerk Key, I'll ask for a roll
Hearing
call.
none. Got it. Go.
Trustee Tammy Brown.
Screw the
Trustee Stan
residents. We
Brown.
don't give a shit.
Trustee Belcher.
Aye.
Trustee Steve.
Aye.
Trustee
You would think,
Norwood.
Wyoming.
Motion
Ugh.
passed.
Of course it did.
Director, if you mind, can you come look at these two items? I want to see if
Oh,
we have
please,
further
Director.
discussion needed before voting on it. Can you look at these two
Yeah.
real quick?
Let's go. They don't give a shit. Damn New Yorkers talking sense. Actually, I'm really a Florida resident. But sometimes I fly to Atlanta.
All right, thank you very much. I think that'll
Illinois.
conclude those items.
I fly from place to place.
Next, we'll go item G
One side of the country to the
and
next.
H. Both are items
You know how
approved
it
that were
goes.
discussed in executive session.
Ah.
I'll say, is there a motion to approve the settlement Collins versus Village of Dalton, case number 2024L008148?
Chief Collins sued for some reason the Village of Dolton. Why was he fired again? You see, Chief Collins. I gotta say this because Chief Collins, I am wondering about you, and I can say this because I was on the job. I got questions for Chief Collins, police chief. Let me be specific. Uh, let me ask you something, Chief Collins. How many times have you been fired from Dalton? Dun, 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 dun. Twice. Mayor Riley Rogers fired Chief Collins. And Tiffany Henyard hired him back. But then Tiffany Henyard fired him again. So Chief Collins, I gotta ask you, what's your problem, bud, when you get fired by 2 mayors, not 1? And why is Dolton settling again? Right.
Is there a motion?
Make a motion.
God.
Second.
Heard the motion, trustee Tammy Brown, second trustee Belcher. Any
Yeah.
discussion?
None.
Here none, clerk Key, please call the
Of
roll.
course it's not. Why would there be? Any discussion?
Tammy Brown. Trustee Stan Brown.
Uh-huh.
Aye.
Trustee Belcher.
Aye.
Trustee Steve.
Aye.
Trustee Norwood.
Aye.
Motion passed.
There you go.
Okay, next is approval of the agreement for case number 2024L012631, JTS Towing versus Village of Dolton. Is there a motion?
JTS Towing?
So move.
Well, you didn't pay him? You didn't, like, pay the towing company that tows. You voted for them to stay on. So you didn't pay him? Why didn't you pay you see, Dolton, the board is in charge of the purse. The board of trustees approve or disapprove payments. Right, Jason? Good. Why not?
Okay, I heard the motion.
Where's my screaming
I heard
groundhog?
the motion was trustee Steve on that one, second trustee Norwood.
Yeah, why
any
not?
discussion? Hearing none, clerk Key,
Well,
please
they
call
can't
the
get the
roll.
FOIAs for Woods and Brown.
Trustee Tammy Brown.
Aye.
Trustee Stan Brown.
Aye.
Trustee Belcher.
No.
Aye. Oh, what?
Okay.
Wait, whoa.
Trustee Steve.
I do. What was that? Wait, what? Yana Pelcher?
Okay, next is approval of the agreement for case number 2024.
Go ahead.
It was trustee Steve on that one, second trustee Norwood.
Oh, shit.
Any discussion?
Missed it again.
Hearing none, clerk Key, please.
What the hell is going on with? Damn, that was a forceful no. I thought for a second Tiffany Henyard was like mayor again. Wow.
Call the roll.
Go ahead, call the roll.
Trustee Tammy Brown.
Aye.
Trustee Stan Brown.
Aye.
Trustee Belcher.
No.
Damn, there it is. I thought I bypassed it again. I thought Tiffany Henyard was mayor again.
Okay. Trustee Steve.
Aye.
Trustee Norwood.
Wow.
Motion passed.
Said that with bass.
Yeah.
All right, next,
Sure
under new
did.
business, we
Yeah, well, Jason, while you're laughing, you might want to look over to your left at Kiana Belcher, because I think she's most certainly looking to unass that seat of yours. Oh.
went to item A and B.
Uh-huh.
Have already been completed. So item
Keep
C
laughing, Jason.
is a motion to deny the November 5th,
Oh, I'm sure she
2025
will,
Safety
Lyle.
Clean application without prejudice and to adopt the written finding of fact. I do have a statement that was written on this to a little further expand on it. So
Hurry up, I've been
tonight
talking
we
too
have
much.
a procedural matter regarding the sitting application submitted by Safety Clean on November 5th, 2025. The application has since been submitted.
Yeah, I noticed that.
The applicant has since submitted a new application, and the prior application was not advanced or supported by any
Why?
evidentiary record. Because the 180-day statutory deadline under 415 ILCS 5/39.2 remains in effect, the village is required to take final action on the November 5th, 2025 application. This action is procedural only, and no findings are being made under the statutory criteria. I'm asking for a motion to deny the November 5th, 2025 application without prejudice and to adopt a written finding of fact. This being without prejudice means they are free to reapply at the time that all criteria is met, but at this time we need to, in order to be in compliance with the 180-day statutory deadline, I'm asking that we do a motion to deny the applicant at this time without prejudice. Is there a motion?
Motion.
Annals, microphone.
Second.
Heard the
What
motion,
happened?
trustee Norwood, second trustee
What
Tammy
happened
Brown.
there?
Any
What
discussion?
the hell? Jason, are you having a fit? What the hell was that? Is it my computer again? Shut up, potato.
Okay,
It's
hearing none,
potato's
Clerk
fault.
Key, please call the roll.
Trustee Tammy Brown?
Aye.
Trustee
Potato's
Stan
fault.
Brown?
Aye.
Trustee Belcher?
Aye.
Trustee Steve?
Aye.
Trustee Norwood?
Potato has
Motion
snuck into
passed.
my computer. I know he
Okay,
has.
next, item D is motion to approve and amend ordinance
The hell was that?
21-018, the rules and order of business of the Dalton Village Code regarding appointment and standing committees. Is there a
Oh.
motion?
Motion.
Second.
Okay, I heard.
Well, Mary was just bitching about you and your committees not showing up.
Heard the motion, Trustee Belcher, second, Trustee Norwood. This is a motion that will allow for the mayor's office to do the appointments of the standing committees and make amendments.
Oh,
Any
something
discussion?
you took Tiffany away from.
Hearing
Got
none,
it.
Clerk Key, please call the roll.
Trustee Tammy Brown?
Get your friends
Trustee
in there.
Stan Brown?
Aye.
Go ahead.
Trustee Belcher?
Aye.
Trustee Steve?
Aye.
Trustee Norwood?
Aye.
Motion passed.
Of course.
Okay, next
Go ahead.
is the item E, approval of the Third Amendment to Settlement Agreement with Zaslow Properties LLC is according to law. Attorney McGrath, I'll ask if you can expand on this one.
Yes, Mayor,
do.
thank you. Actually, E and F can go together if you'd like to. The lawsuit has been ongoing for a number of years. It goes back to the BP Properties litigation where there was a settlement that was not followed through by the
Yeah. Uh, I'm sorry. Let me pick myself up off the floor. BP Capital. Where's my damn screaming groundhog? Are you shitting me? You're going to settle again with BP Capital. Tell me more, Mr. Attorney.
parties, and then there was a second settlement after further litigation. It pertains to a handful of properties to get judicial deeds to those properties, to have those properties then.
Well, let me explain it to you really fast because I want to get the hell up here because I don't have my screaming groundhog. Son of a bitch, where's my screaming groundhog? If I lived in this village, I would be just foaming at the mouth. Residents, why aren't you just screaming for answers? Let me tell you something about BP Capital and Invest in Dalton. 6 properties were for Invest in Dalton. It was a shit show, wasn't it, BP Stubbs? I call you BP Stubbs because of BP Capital and your racist little maneuver that your friend said, and you can see it in my intro, okay? Now, look, BP Capital, 38 properties, right? 38 properties. Mayor Riley Rogers. Mayor Riley Rogers would not sign the deeds over. So what did they have to do? They had to go to court. They had to sue the mayor, Mayor Riley Rogers. Remember that? 2018, 2019? Yes, I've done a whole series on BP Capital and Invest in Dalton. I do my homework. I know what I'm talking about. Riley Rogers, why didn't the hell did you not pay for this? Because the board had to pay $45,000 each. No, wait a minute. But yeah, I think it was $45,000 each for 6 properties. You didn't pay them? The board voted. Oh. Unbelievable. Ed Steve, did you vote to pay $45,000 per house while Riley Rogers was mayor? Yes, you did. I have the film of your vote. You all voted yes. Jason House, you were trustee at the time. You voted yes to pay them. Why the hell didn't you pay off that $45,000 per house to BP Capital and Invest in Dalton? So now you got a lawsuit. This is not Tiffany Henyard's fault. Most certainly it's not Tiffany Henyard's fault. It should have been paid when Riley Rogers was mayor. Go ahead.
Turned
son
over,
of a
the title
bitches.
turned over to a developer who would then clean up the properties and then put them out to new owners and
No
out
shit.
on the market. So the village would end up receiving property taxes from those properties.
No
Again,
shit.
it's been languishing for a number of years.
I just said that.
It's been pending in court in the Chancery Division.
Why?
Based upon this agreement, the last two properties will be transferred from the village, the judicial deeds to the other party, and item F is designating Gary Grasso as the attorney who will then follow through with the remaining.
Attorney Grasso, who the village in 2018 paid $30,000 to register, transfer 6 houses. $30,000, and there wasn't an invoice for it. 2018. I've done a whole series on it. Attorney Bass and Grasso, right? Ugh. I gotta get my screaming drowned out again.
Items in this litigation. The village will not be subject to any attorney's fees or further litigation. And once the properties, whether they get transferred or not, the village will be receiving $10,000
Oh, really?
by November of this year at the latest.
Color me surprised.
Okay, thank you very much. With
Make
this
it look
already
good.
having done the motion on this one, I'm going to proceed with that, then we'll do a separate motion for item F. But any
Exactly,
discussion from
guys.
the board at this time?
Question.
Okay,
Go
Trustee
ahead.
Belcher.
Is there a time frame of how long they have to get these properties back on the tax roll?
Yes, 2018. There. Did I answer your question, stupid?
They have to pay the village by November, so it should be by that time period. Hopefully it's done before then, so we don't have to
They're never going to
go back into
recoup the
court and
losses for that
try to
fiasco
enforce
eyes.
the third settlement.
Oh,
It should
there's
be
a
by
third
the
settlement.
fall.
That they get them back on the tax roll?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Deanna Belcher, how can you act so stupid? How can you act so stupid? You don't know about BP Capital and Invest in Dolton? The big flop by BP Stubbs, your friend? And Marriott? You don't know about BP Capital either? You gotta be kidding me.
Any additional
Yeah.
discussion?
I'd be doing that
Hearing none,
too.
Clerk Key, please call the roll.
I can't believe this.
I think this motion was Trustee Norwood.
Nobody cares.
Second was Trustee Belcher. Was I right on
Who
that?
cares?
Yep.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, you don't
Trustee
even know
Tammy
who's-
Brown?
Yes,
Aye.
no.
Trustee Stan Brown?
Aye.
Trustee Belcher?
Aye.
Trustee
Uh-huh.
Steve?
Aye.
Trustee
Yeah.
Norwood?
Aye.
Okay.
Motion passed.
Congratulations. That's the end of the damn meeting because I can't take anymore. You people are so ignorant. I cannot, absolutely 100% cannot believe it. Dalton residents, take control of your village. You, Dalton residents, are in charge of this village, not these clowns up there in suits and dresses trying to look good. They are ripping you off bit by bit. They're taking away revenue and giving out Class 8s. They're shutting off water without any plan in place. They're just shutting you off. Don't give a shit. Who cares? They're not even giving you a chance. Dalton residents, I fight for you. The residents. Not these clowns up here who twisted every single piece of information they fed to YouTubers and the news. Do you think Tammy Brown actually didn't know that the cop, Terry Young, wasn't getting that amount of overtime? Of course the board knew. Why, Conscious? Why? Conscious, how could you say that? How the board didn't know. They were on the news saying, "How? How is this possible?" I'll tell you how it's possible because in the board packet that the board receives every week that should have an electronics warrant list in it, oh, by the way, and not just skip to the next month, so the bills go unpaid, right? Uh, what gets put in that board package? Salaries. Why do you think on the AP warrant list, they call out salaries? They get a list of every employee and every trustee in Dolton and how much they're getting paid. They lied to you. They absolutely 100% lied to you when they got on the news and said, how? Oh, how is this possible? It's possible because they called the news. They called the stations. That's why I say you got to watch out what the news puts out. They only tell you what they want you to hear. They fed the story to the news because they knew. They voted on it. And they voted yes to pay for all of that overtime to Terry Young. They didn't tell you that, did they? Oh, gosh, I'm so sorry, chat. I'm so sorry. Absolutely. Wyoming, absolutely. This is, yes, they voted for the overtime. They knew exactly. They know it now. Dalton, why don't you tell the residents that every cop is getting overtime right now? Congratulations, you just hired 4. Maybe that'll cut back on the overtime. But Terry Young, remember Terry Young? He's still getting overtime. And Jason House, was Terry Young caught riding you around Dalton? Was Terry Young caught chauffeuring you around Dalton? Don't lie, Jason, because I have an eyewitness. Dumbasses. Oh my gosh, I just can't even with this village. It's just this village.
First of all, I want to commend Trustee Henry on any good that she does to try to stop the violence. I commend her for that. But I want to make something she said. She mentioned my name. And true, it wasn't a village-sponsored event, so I was instructed by the mayor not to do anything media-wise. However,
Mayor Rogers.
You have to have some type of decorum or responsibility for what you say recklessly on social media. That's all I want to say.
Excuse me. Also, not to piggyback on Ed, but the young lady, Angelica Smith, who lost her life outside of the bar. She had a balloon release ceremony given by the Honorable Dorothy Brown. We were invited September the 20th.
Belcher, you bet your ass I'm going to get that. Trustees, cut your pay that you did at the podium and add it into the intro. Get the hell out of here. I need a drink or something. I need my screaming groundhog. Have a good night, everybody. I cannot believe, absolutely cannot believe any of this bullshit. Oh, choose French Q. Okay. Check out all 3 of those channels, please. And they will give you an in-depth
You guys got to connect the dots. DOTTS. Dots. That I have felt the most connected and valued.
It's an old saying called, ain't no fun when a rabbit got the gun.
In my opinion, a house is a pimp.
I'd like to say I'm a man of God, and I do believe in a God. And whether you're Catholic, Catholic, Protestant, or whatever you may be, we serve the same God. So it's okay if we want to help our Catholics. We want to do something that the Catholics
Senior
do.
trustee. They don't respect my seat or my title, but they get upset when I talk about them. And yes, y'all are bobbleheads. Y'all don't think for yourselves. Y'all do exactly what the mayor says, and that's it. And I'm tired of that. Y'all got to stand up for yourself and have a voice for the people. It's the people first.
I've been in this village for 35 years. I've sat under 4 mayors. And I can honestly say that this administration is the worst administration that I've lived up under.
Good evening. Come as a resident tonight. I'm going to talk to a lady I used to call Mama. Trustee Stubbs, look at me when I'm talking to you. Please. Don't act like you don't ignore me. Because I have a lot to tell about you. And you know, we used to sit in your room, in your house, and you know how you came against you because I said, why are you in the bed with Muhammad? Why are you in the bed with Pearson? Mama, what's the outcome? What did you tell me? What did you tell me? I asked you about BP Capital. Why would you take an organization out because you said they were ran by who? Forgive my language. Racist slurs against the ethnical group that they need to get out of here because they're doing nothing? And I told you they do more for me than any of you? But yet, I want to know, BP Capital, then, trustee, I love you. I came to you from my heart, sweetie, when we got out here for you and pushed my tail off of y'all and prayed that y'all would do the right thing. And you sit up here. You the angel of this book. I didn't hold nothing against you, but you sit up here. And you know that woman dirty. I used to listen to her talk about Joyce Myers, the Bible, all that. Trustee Jen, I just want the truth here tonight. I'm coming as a resident and I'm coming as a homeowner. I have nothing else to say but the truth. I always talk help, but I'm sick of it because we pouring our souls out here. We giving our all. And y'all sitting up here playing with us like it's nothing. You letting that woman tell you, say it's okay. Don't you do this. Don't you do that. And you sit in the back zone. That woman don't run nobody. She stepped out her body and she's not acting right. I just want to know one thing. If you're giving BP Capital 600 houses and we in $1 million deficit, right? Let's just say we charge what? Let's just say we charge $2,000 per house. Ain't that a good investment for anybody? $2,000, $4,000. That gives us $1.5 million that we just say we'll give it away, or we'll pay trustees, or we'll pay their lawyers. You know what, y'all? It's a shame, but ain't nothing we can do. That's why you can sit up there, Muhammad, so cool, so relaxed, bro. It ain't nothing we can do. We messed up. We trusted you. I messed up, but I won't do it again. But I can tell you what, y'all all live in Dolton, right? I have 20 people outside of your house every day protesting until you leave this land.